generations, Carolina football has stood for pride, heart, and fight. But every legacy has a moment where it turns the page. Now one of the greatest minds in football history takes the helm. Discipline, grit, purpose. This is a new standard, a new identity, a new era. You want respect? Earn it. This is Carolina football.
Troy, we made it.
Talk to me, bro.
What's going on, Tar Pit crew? Welcome back to another episode of the Tar Pit podcast. As you can tell, we are live at the Carolina Inn. The scene, the vibe is real, boys. Immaculate.
We made it to game day. Bill Belichick is our coach.
I know, right?
Bill Belichick is our coach.
Hey, look, if you're listening right now, wherever you're listening from, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, drop us a comment. Let us know the feed is good, that it's not laggy.
Audio quality.
Yeah, because this is the first one we've ever done. Boys, let's get a cheers in here. Troy, what are you drinking?
A little Pepsi.
Hey, cheers to the first ever live show of the Tar Pit podcast. We are rocking. Troy, let's go back a little in time. The Tar Pit podcast. We're here live at the Carolina Inn. 3 years ago, you started the Tar Pit podcast out of an idea. Briefly, tell me a little bit about how it came about.
Yeah, man. First off, let me say, super blessed to be here at the Carolina Inn with you guys, man. Amongst all these Tar Heel fans, the vibes are immaculate in Chapel Hill. See a Carolina blue, whichever way you look. But yeah, 3 seasons ago, man, if you would have told me that we'd be live on the front porch sitting here talking Carolina football with a jam-packed schedule of guests, I probably would have told you that you were lying. So
what would you have believed? Bill Belichick is our coach, or we'd be at the Carolina Inn? Would you believe it?
Yeah, that's tough. No, man, it's a blessing to be here with you guys, man. It really, really is. We got a jam-packed show. Live on the front porch at the Carolina Inn, man. I'm super grateful for the hospitality that the Carolina Inn has provided us. Top-notch setup, top-notch place. I mean, this is my first time here, so if you've never been here, folks, even if you're not staying, just stop by on game day. Yeah, this place is amazing, bro.
Well, boys, what do you say? Let's go ahead and kick it off.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
We got a big one in the house. Our first guest,
surprise special guest.
A surprise special guest.
First live guest ever. Selfie time. You ready? Showtime.
First ever.
Let's bring him in.
Help us welcome to the stage the man himself, Trayshawn Ruffin. Let's go.
Baby. Yes, sir. Here, slide on over here with me.
What's up, brother? Thanks for joining us. Hey, good to see you.
Here, slide on over here.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
So for those of you that don't recognize him, we got special guest Trayshawn Ruffin joining us live. Hey, Trayshawn, first ever live in-person game guest in the history of the Tar Pit podcast. Really? We saved it for you, bro.
That's crazy, man. Absolutely. That's crazy. Yeah, man. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Yeah, we appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know your itinerary is probably jam-packed, being here first game of the season. But we're happy to have you on, man. Tell us a little bit, man. How's your day been going for you? How's Chapel Hill been treating you so far?
It's been going great. I've been chilling, really. I've been in the hotel really all day. And then I seen y'all texted us last week about the podcast, and I actually took advantage of it.
We're grateful, buddy.
I was a piece accused this morning, so I had to get ready.
Message 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's all good though, man. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all for having me up here.
We got Trayshawn's family back here. Super good folks. You come from a great family, man, and we're super happy to have you, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, so tell the people, man, out there watching, as a recruit with your resume, what is a day when you're coming in as a game day guest? What does a day look like for you?
So it actually really is. It's really busy, honestly. Some colleges, you come in way earlier. This college visit, this is my first. We actually going in pretty late. We're going in at 5:30. Usually it's an all day thing when it comes to other schools, but it ain't too bad. You know, it's a real chill day. As soon as you get in, it's really chill. You know, you get to eat, meet the coaches and everything. Coaches talk to you.
You saw him today?
Not yet. I will see him later on though. And then you go out on the field, and then after that, that's when the game starts. So it's not really too bad. It's actually pretty good actually.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Yeah.
What's the environment been? Did you visit last year with Mac? Did you come here?
I came one game. I think it was against James Madison. I came to that game. It was a high scoring game right there.
Yeah, that's tough.
No defense whatsoever.
They said, Trayshawn, you saw that game. We need you. We need you on defense, bro.
I was at that game by myself.
Really?
Stayed the whole time.
Hey, go on, man. I think I left like a halftime of that game, man. And I went to sleep when I got home. I looked at the score again, and it was like 70-something to 50-something. I'm like, oh, my Lord.
He left. He said, Dad, we're going to A&M.
My sister-in-law was getting married that day, so I couldn't make it. But
Really?
I was tuned in. Yeah, man. But, yeah, T, super happy to have you
Yes,
on.
sir.
I appreciate you taking the time, man. How's the your folks enjoying Chapel Hill?
They loving it, man. My
Yeah.
pops love it most out of everybody, man. He's the most excited dude in my family right
Yeah.
now when it comes to my process.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Sean, man. He's a
Yeah,
good
of course.
dude.
Yes,
He's
sir.
a
I
good
appreciate
dude.
that.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Y'all stayed in Chapel Hill last night, right? Did you come down
Yep,
last
we
night?
came down. Yep.
Okay. Have any other recruits that already here that you've met with so far?
Not that I met with, but I know some people that will be coming. I know Xavion, Cornell, Travis, all them boys. I think most of the recruits are coming. Most of the committed recruits are coming, I think. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the class of 2026,
Hey, of
man.
course,
It's
man.
shaping up
Yeah,
to be nice.
yeah.
And our guy T here is spearheading the recruitment.
Yes, sir.
Any other recruits out here watching, tune into the tar pit, man. Come jump on the bus,
Yes,
the
sir.
bandwagon.
Y'all
It's
come on, man.
It's plenty
Y'all
of
come
room.
on. Yes, sir. Plenty.
Yeah, a funny quick story. Zion, offensive line commit,
Mm-hmm.
in your class, was planning to come to the game, right? And his mom texted me because we invited him to come on the show. And, she texted me. She said, Chris, I'm so sorry to bother you on a Sunday. She's like, you never bother me, right? You can text me anytime. And she was like, Coach said, no, you're not missing film. You're not missing film. You can't go. Well, fortunately enough, they were able to get it out of the way quick enough, and they hopped on a flight last night.
Are they coming?
And they're not coming to the podcast just because it was a little too late. I'm not even sure when their flight got in, but they hopped on a flight last night and made their way to Chapel Hill. So
That's crazy, man.
Shout out Zion Smith.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all gonna be going against each other.
It's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good matchup right there, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
There you
sir.
go.
How's the season been for you so far, man?
Pretty
What
good.
you guys 2 games in?
Mm-hmm.
What's
We
what's the
2-0 right now.
2-0?
I did pretty good in them last 2 games.
I've seen your highlights,
Yes,
man. You
sir.
getting in that backfield
Oh
with
yeah,
these, ain't
of
you?
course, man. I had to, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's some of your goals this year? I know you probably got your own and team goals. What's your goals for the season?
I want to become a better leader, of course. Last year we had a lot of seniors that left, and I want to take their spot. Be the biggest leader on the team. Make sure everybody head is level. Just be the most dominant team on the field overall. Of course, I want to grow more mature when it comes to watching film and all of that stuff, man. So I just want to be a better person and player on and off the field.
Well, hey, what better coaching staff and what better team to do that on in Carolina?
In Carolina, that's it. That's it, man.
Hey, I want to go back to because man, when you committed to A&M, I was like, dude, I hate we missed out on you, but you kept us. You stayed around.
Mm-hmm.
So go back to when you committed. Who'd you call, or what was that? Can you tell us when you committed? Like, did you call coach, or were you in person? Yeah.
So actually, a few days after my visit, I did call up and I silently committed. I just didn't announce yet, and because I
when you called, who was it? Lombardi, Bill? Who'd you tell?
I told Coach Diaco and Coach Lombardi, them 2, and Coach Thompson. I told them 3 people that I think they were the only people that knew, and then a few days later that weekend, I think it was March 17th. I think I always remember the day that I did commit. And I came up here after school one time. I was with my girlfriend and my pops. And I came up here and I made it official with Coach Thompson and Coach Lombardi. Man, they were so happy, man. It was crazy. And it was a huge relief. It was a huge relief because being that I'm 45 minutes away from home, I ain't got no problem. We ain't got to schedule no flight. We ain't got to have no layovers. We ain't got to worry about none of that. I just come down here and just chill with my family, man.
It's a short drive from Duco to Chapel Hill, ain't it?
It is, man. It is. It's a very short drive.
Was Pops a Carolina fan when you were growing up?
He was the Miami Hurricanes.
Hey,
That's
at least they won't none of the other.
Now it's Carolina.
He's locked in. I've been seeing him on Twitter.
Yep.
Back and forth a little bit. So
that's understandable with Miami.
Yeah, of course.
Coming up, man, they had some squads.
Yeah,
they had some squads. Was it that 0-1 team? That was sick.
Bro, they were.
Nasty.
The U. That was when they were the U.
Yeah,
so I can understand that.
Yeah,
hey, that's what we about to start here.
That's
the UNC.
Right? Hey, yeah, you know how we do it. You know how we do it.
Hey, so real quick, man, I know you got a jam-packed day, and we don't want to take up too much of your time, but tell us, man, if there's something that the UNC fans should know about you that maybe isn't in the recruiting headlines, isn't talked about in your scouting report. What are we getting as a player with Trayshawn Ruffin?
The best D lineman in the 2026 class.
I like that. I like that mentality.
Ready, yes, sir. Of course, man. Y'all about to have a dominant dude on that field, man. I promise to y'all. I ain't gonna break that promise. None of that. Y'all just gotta watch and see.
Anybody that's not committed yet that you're still working on trying to get over here? Bodney
Cleveland. Yeah.
You and him, dog, would be a mean duo.
I was about to say, we were talking about when you committed to A&M, and then you switched it to Carolina. Bodney, if you watching it, dog, come join the ship, baby. Let's go.
We're gonna clip it. We're gonna clip it and send it to him.
Yes,
sir. That'd be great, man.
Hey, keep pushing it.
Yes, sir.
Keep pushing.
Of course, man.
You got anything else for him, Troy, today?
Man, I'm good. Trayshawn, we've sat down with you, in our Twitter spaces before, man. I'm super happy to have you on. Super glad you stopped by. For the folks watching, this was a special guest. This wasn't planned. T hit us up, and we connected and got him on the show, man. Thank you for joining us,
yes, sir. Of course.
You got any questions for T before we let him loose?
Hey, this is my guy though. He's the OG because remember a long time ago when I first started out, even before I got with the Tar Pit podcast. I was like, "Hey, let's do a space."
I was just telling him about the Twitter space.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, and from there, season 3 took off, was up and running because it wasn't shortly after that you jumped on with us, and ever since then, baby, we just been rolling.
You were the first one to come on Spaces. He was the first and the first live, bro.
Yeah,
I'm getting your jersey when you get on campus. We're gonna get it signed
great.
And have it in the background.
Yes,
In the studio.
Hey, we're gonna hook that NIL up. Let me ask you: did y'all ask any of these fun questions? One question: dream NIL deal. We've heard Chipotle. We've heard Jordan. Give me something. Jordan. All right. Give me something that's not
off the hip.
Give me something that's off the hip.
That's crazy, man. I ain't never think of a question like that. Honestly, I ain't never had that question before.
Cars,
Tar Pit podcast.
And you never know. We throw
a
12-month contract for $1 million.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be a bad one though. Probably something like a car dealership. Anyone. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. That. But the main one that me and my pops always talked about was Jordan. Honestly.
Yeah.
Hey, he's gonna be in the house tonight, don't you?
Like a Jordan. Yes, sir, man. I'm excited, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was fake at first, honestly. And then I went on the news. I looked up his name and went to the news, and it was actually true. And everybody's posting it now.
Dude, there's a big. So this hasn't been dropped yet. Not even Schefter has this.
This is first live from the Tar Pit podcast.
Tar Pit podcast. Courtesy of the Carolina Cockroach.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen his page. We've got sources that are saying that Tom Brady is going to be here tonight as well. So we're going to have a few goats. We got Belichick, we got Brady, and Jordan.
I know Lawrence Taylor and Julius Peppers supposed to be here also.
I think somebody said that they ran in. I think Brad said they ran into Teddy Bridges.
If Brady's not here, though.
Really?
Yeah.
If Brady's not here, you didn't hear it from the Tar Pit podcast.
Yeah. We'll put that back on the Carolina Cockroach.
Yeah.
But a lot of Teddy Bruschi, Chase Rice concert. You gonna go to the concert, or you gotta go? Yeah, I gotta go meet with the coaches.
After this, I really don't too much having to do. I could choose some time. I'm probably just go chill somewhere, do something.
Have you ever been to the Carolina Inn?
The Carolina.
Okay. Okay.
He's here right now with us.
Well, I mean, other than this.
Yeah. My official visit, we had breakfast here. Pretty nice. Yeah.
This is the spot.
It is.
Hey, shout out to the Carolina Inn for hosting us today.
The hospitality is amazing, guys. I wish we could flip the camera and give y'all a panoramic shot of everything that they got going on here. We got people out on the front porch, on the front lawn, right off of Cameron in South Columbia.
Yep.
and we just appreciate them.
You
for
probably hear the
hospitality.
frat house.
Yeah, I was about to say,
rocking the band.
if you can hear the background music, son, we're jumping over here on the corner.
How y'all feel about the game tonight?
Okay.
I feel good, man. I feel good about it. I'm anxious to see, just what kind of. I mean, there's been a lot of preparation and everything. A lot of eyes on Carolina. I'm just anxious to see what kind of team we roll out, man. There's a lot of unknowns. I know I think everybody and us included, leading up to this season openers, just kind of shooting off the hip on what we think, but I'm anxious to see what kind of team we're. I got us winning. I think I said 28-24. I know my score's probably
a pretty good game.
I know man.
We didn't send a different score like.
Yeah, I was about to say we've dropped a
we
different
got us
score
winning every
times.
time.
Yeah,
I've got some little concern, about tonight. The first, anytime you go into, no matter how prolific your coach is, right? Coming in, you got to set your culture, and 70 new players. There's some legit questions around the defensive line this year. That's going to be fixed in the future, though. You know what I'm saying, my guy? And, I got no questions about our secondary, but where it could start get concerning is if our defensive line can't get that pressure, then it's going to start putting a lot of pressure.
That was something I was kind of thinking about, too.
Especially with TCU, man, from what we understand, and we'll have Melissa on here later on in the show, but TCU, man, we can expect them to throw the ball. Yeah, I wouldn't shock me if Josh Hoover.
Better no line too.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if Josh Hoover throws 50 times tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, for me, I think there's some legit concerns for on both lines going into the night. The offensive line with the injuries we've had. I know we know a player that's starting that we can't share out, publicly, but. That was a
bit of a surprise. We didn't hear his name out of camp.
Hey, kudos to him, though. I know he's a hard worker. He's a follower of the Tar Pit podcast. So, Ruff, hey, we appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, man.
Thanks. What can Tar Heel fans expect from Trey? Oh, you already?
Tell him again, though. Tell him again, Trey.
The best D lineman in the 2026 class.
Bringing
best in the country.
Bringing that dog mentality. I was telling him, man, the first two games of the season this year, man, is looking good. He's getting back in that backfield with ease.
With ease, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, man, we're super excited to have you on, man. We appreciate you jumping on with us, and we're super glad you're a Tar Heel, and excited to get you on campus, man, next year, and see what you can do, brother. We really appreciate all the support, and just thank you. I really appreciate it.
Sure, baby. Hey, we'll see you out there
anytime, man. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. It means a lot,
man. Of course.
Yes, sir. If you go back there, my dad's got you. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all.
Hey, so that was pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, that was. Appreciate you, Trevor, coming through with the special.
I feel
guest.
so bad, man. We were here trying to set up. Trayshawn responded to me 2 hours ago. Was like, "Hey, you still let me on?" I responded 2:55, and he's already in the car on the way. So shout out to him.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Trayshawn Ruffin, man. Class of 2026 commit. His family's back here with him. Super good folks, and super excited to have him on campus next year and adding to that D-line room. We got a dog with him. We got a dog in him for sure.
Well, let's go ahead and get our next guest on.
Yes,
Let's do
sir.
it.
Our next guest on the show, well, he's getting some contact info.
Yeah, he's connecting, networking.
I made the intro for them, so hopefully Ruff can get on this show. But yeah, huge thanks to the Carolina Inn for having us today. The atmosphere here is just amazing. So, hey, look, we're live till about, 5:10, 5:15. I know we got started a little late. We got a few more guests to go. We got a crowd also out here. I wish we could turn around the crowd and show you guys that's here supporting the podcast. So we appreciate that. I know there's some other guys.
Shout out Oak.
Yeah, Oak. But I know there's some other people out here too, right? That came out. We got a loudspeaker going right here where you can hear the got
a TV screen set up.
Yep.
We appreciate everybody that's here at the Carolina Inn with us for stopping by, coming and supporting the podcast. And we appreciate everybody that's tuned in on all of our socials. You can find it on Twitter, YouTube. We just appreciate all the support, man. It's been cool to see this thing grow like it has been, man.
Hey, I wanna just talk about something. So remember that guy that dropped that report that said Belichick would never be on the sidelines?
Yeah, Pablo Torre or whatever.
Remember that?
Yeah, where's he at?
Where's
today?
he at?
Yeah,
I hope he's
figured-
here because
yeah,
we
got some
last
questions.
time I checked, I think Bill's supposed to be on the sideline tonight. You
Yeah.
guys see that?
Yeah.
So,
If he ain't, I'll be shocked.
yeah.
Talk about, I know this is like, you don't usually talk about this publicly, but that's just some creepy reporting, man. Pulling like ring camera footage and stuff while he's out hanging out at his vacation home or whatever Airbnb, but that's just creepy.
It's the name of the game right now, though.
Yeah.
Look,
To be
now
honest.
this evening, tonight at 8:00, kickoff inside Keenan Stadium. We're gonna set the record straight.
Yep.
We're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna kick the season off with a bang, and I'm anticipating a good game tonight.
Speaking of that, did you guys see TCU's jersey reveal?
No, I did not, and I was
So,
excited for that.
you know what they did?
What they dropping all white?
Well, I didn't pay attention to the colors, but they dropped the ring camera video
Oh,
doing the
It sucks that the video was crap.
yeah, it wasn't
Video,
that good of a
quality.
video. Good idea though. I'll give it to them. Good
Yeah.
idea, but maybe don't share that when you're about to play against the greatest coach.
It's just fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Well, I know we got our next guest is ready to rock out with us. So we'd like to welcome to the Tar Pit Podcast live at the Carolina Inn, our guy Russ from the Tar Heel Huddle.
Maybe appreciate you.
What's going on, brother? Coming out.
Yes,
Russ bringing the energy.
Yeah.
Pull that chair up here, brother. Hop on this mic with us.
Hey, let's slide this way a little bit because they couldn't really see Ruff.
Russ, how do you follow up
Slide on
Russ?
over here.
How
Slide
do
on
I
over
follow
here,
up?
Russ.
All right.
Get in the camera for the
All
folks.
right, let me try not to trip and make myself look ridiculous.
No, you good, buddy.
Okay. What's going on, boys?
Russ, appreciate you joining in, bro. This is actually my first time meeting you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate the support of the podcast. Guys, if you looking for some good, wholesome Carolina content, go check them out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Tell the people where they can find you at, brother.
Yeah, man. Most of the time it's just on YouTube. The YouTube, X, Twitter are kind of the main three sites, man. Russ the Tar Heel. You can follow me at the Tar Heel Huddle on all three of those. And like I said, man, just a fan channel, bro. Just a fan channel. And just trying to get all the Tar Heels together, kind of like what you guys are doing right here, and just bring the energy, man. Just bring the energy,
Bro, I before I ever found you on Twitter, I remember when we were first getting started, like we've been going for a while, but when we first brought Chris in, I said, dude, I sent him your page. I said, I love the stuff that this dude puts up. Like, I just love
I appreciate
I
it.
found you on YouTube one day, dude. And I think we've been busy lately, so I got to catch up on your videos. But I have been watching the simulations that you do. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so, what
yeah,
are you on the computer with NCAA doing that?
It's just, I'm just letting the sim happen, man, and whatever happens. I mean,
What's the sim for tonight?
Yeah. What did it
the
have? I
sim
don't
for
remember.
tonight was 41-35 Carolina.
41-35.
And Gio threw for 395 and 5 touchdowns. So if that happens,
Could
bro,
you
we're
imagine?
cooking. No, I couldn't imagine.
If that happens, he's going to be on everything.
Oh my
tomorrow.
goodness,
Heisman
man.
watch list.
Seriously,
Way too
seriously.
early. Heisman watch this.
Bill's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
found him another one.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So I know we're keeping this organic. You know, we didn't send you any questions or anything,
Right.
but I want to talking about your videos. You know, you this your son right here?
Yeah, it's Little Russ, man. Yep.
Little Russ.
Little Russ.
So I know you went, to Keenan and filmed a recent video.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Let's talk a little bit about that for a couple of minutes. And
Mhm.
I really like the message of that. I know the anticipation is massive for tonight, right?
Right.
And there's
Right.
a lot, not a really to outside of Carolina, right? There's a lot riding on this game, they believe. But I mean, for me, this is maybe a long-term deal, but I mean, they brought Belichick in to win now.
Right.
But I thought you brought really good perspective to that. Talk to us a little bit about that video and kind of the point that you were trying to get across.
Yeah. I just, I wanted to convey the main point was this is a special time, man. I mean, whoever thought that Bill Belichick, man, arguably the greatest coach of all time, would be on Carolina's sideline coaching for Carolina. And, I anticipate that we're going to have a really good season. I truly believe that he can win now. But hypothetically, if it doesn't happen in week one, what Bill Belichick specializes in is he builds people up.
Development.
And the whole development factor, man. And so, do I want to win tonight? Absolutely. Do I think we can win tonight? Absolutely. But if we don't, there is no way that, because that there's going to start being naysayers. I told you it wasn't going to. It'll take 1 week.
It'll be on SportsCenter tomorrow morning.
100%.
All over. First take everywhere.
100%. And we, as Tar Heel Nation, we really got to back this thing, and we got to understand what we have and the opportunity that's in front of us. And I'm just asking everybody to think and buckle up, man, and be here for the long run.
Yeah, that's a good message, and that's kind of been the same message that I've had in some of the videos that some of the podcasts that we put out, is that, you know, 70 new players coming in. I mean, in my opinion, for the Tar Heels to win tonight, maybe not every single thing has to go perfectly, but it's going to have to be basically perfect, if that makes sense, right? I mean, you're asking 70 new players on top of the returners to click in game one against a program,
good TCU team.
Yeah, a good team that has experienced national prominence for the past, few years, right? Josh Hoover is no slouch, in my opinion. I know Melissa with Frogs Insider came on our podcast the other night, and she took the words right out of my mouth. You know, Josh Hoover is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the nation. Right. He's a gunslinger. I know he gets in trouble with, an interception pretty much every game, but he doesn't let it rattle him. And so that's kind of been my message as well, is that, even if Carolina loses tonight, is that this team can still, maybe not easily, but can still have 8 wins at the end.
Yeah. Fellas, we are getting a little too ahead of ourselves. We're bringing that energy. Carolina is bringing this. We are getting the W.
Yeah.
I'm speaking it into fruition. Fellas. Yeah. We are this. I mean, it's the way the scene is painted here in Chapel Hill right now. It makes sense. We're bringing this. We're bringing this W.
I was here at 10 a.m. and we usually come early to tailgate. Like we traditionally come pretty early, and I've never seen it as packed on Franklin as it was at 10 a.m. for an 8 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Russ, I want to pose this question to you, brother. What are you most looking for tonight with this new Carolina team? Obviously there's a lot of new with this program. The administration has poured a lot of, effort and money into it. What are you looking for tonight as the Heels take the field against TCU?
I'm looking mainly in the trenches right now. Obviously, with the situation with Austin Blasky and Crystal Kelly, that brings a little bit of, let's wait and see what we got there. Because I do believe that we need to attempt to establish the run the football. And on the flip side of that, I'm really excited about our back seven. I think the back seven is really good, especially, in the one deep, if you will. I got to see the guys in the front four perform. And I mean, just hold the ground, man. So I'm really looking at the trenches. And then obviously, I got a lot of faith in this kid, but I really want to see Gio do it. I'm really excited about watching Seven under center in the gun and just seeing how he performs, because I think that he's going to play a very prominent role in the direction where Carolina's season goes this year.
Yeah, he's definitely a big factor in our success, not only tonight, but season long.
Right, 100%.
Guy that came from South Alabama, had some good production down there in the Sun Belt, and makes his way to Chapel Hill to kick off the Bill Belichick era and week 1 against TCU. Trev, I'm going to pass it to you, brother.
Russ, so speaking of O-line, I think that Lasky and Christo, that's going to be huge. I would say we probably see 7 or 8 guys play tonight, which if we can see them play and hold up. Remember, I've always watched the coach's press conference. Matt used to preach, if you can get 8 O-linemen, you're good.
Right.
So if we can get 8 that hold up tonight and look pretty good when they play, when we get Austin back, watch out, fellas.
Yeah.
If we can do enough tonight to stay up, just watch out. So
I agree.
I think we'll have a lot of guys tonight that, we're anticipated playing, I guess, reserve roles that are going to get a early jump on the season and get some really quality playing time against a TCU team that we anticipate to come into Carolina and give us a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like you, man. I think this game will be a battle of both defenses, and particularly the secondary.
Right.
Because I know there's some question marks going, floating around about the D-line and just, how productive that they can be. But there's been a lot of excitement about our secondary.
Right.
Specifically Thad Dixon, Gavin is a guy that I'm most excited to watch tonight. The guy that transferred in from ECU,
Right.
And of course, you got Marcus coming back, who's carrying a good bit of momentum from last season as well. So, I anticipate it being a defensive game. I specifically want to look at the secondary. And another thing you got to watch out for too, man. And Melissa dropped it on our scouting report with the TCU game is. They're very young on the outside of the offensive line at the tackles and whatnot. And another key matchup that I think we need to watch out for is how successful our edge rushers are, with Smith Vilbert.
Yep.
Price
Yates.
Yep.
Yep. And, just how much pressure they can get back there on Josh Hoover. I think our linebackers, too, have to cover real well. And one thing I'm excited about with Andrew Simpson, he showed at Boise State last year that he can drop back in coverage and guard pretty well.
Right.
So I'd just throwing my little tidbits out there.
Yeah,
on
bro.
that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I got a question for you, Russ. So I've been known to gamble a little bit, and I got some money today. So
don't ask me
to ask you. No, I gotta ask you a question. If the game goes right, Carolina wins. Who do you think scores the touchdowns? Tell me who scores tonight. Bold prediction,
goodness.
bold take.
Bold
When
take.
nobody knows, right?
Who's going to score the
scores?
touchdowns? Well, and hopefully this isn't too far ahead, but I picked Carolina to win 30-24. Okay, so that was my selection. Not going into why I think that TCU is only going to score 24 points, but
Belichick on defense, right?
It's
Belichick calling the defense.
Exactly, man. That's the big key right there. I can imagine that Gio's going to run one in, and I think we'll see maybe one or two touchdown passes through the air, but most of it's going to be on the ground. Whether it's Gio or maybe it's Benjamin Hall getting a carry inside the 5, I'm just hoping that we're going to establish the run, and so I can see us trying to play a little, keep away, if you will, and running the football.
I was going to say, how do you stop a high potent offense? You control the clock, run the daggone football. Manage
Absolutely.
the game.
I've got Ship catching 2 touchdowns tonight.
Okay.
I've got Ship catching 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards receiving.
You got Ship coming out, really making a name
I'm telling
for
you,
himself.
dog,
We heard it all
that dude,
offseason,
I'm telling you, man, that dude from all the tape that we've seen from him, and shout out to AJ. He gave us a little bit of insight from, within the building. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch our sit down with AJ Jones at Tar Heel 24/7. I'll say it right this time. Did I say it right that time?
Tell him what he said. So he said the staff didn't know why Ship didn't play 50 snaps last year as a true freshman.
I mean, I could have asked that same question.
Yeah,
I'm not Bill
100%.
Belichick.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
with Ship, man, he kind of came in. He came in and really had this, I guess you could really say wait his turn almost. I mean, he had some good production last year, but I think this is the year that Ship, really gets to shine.
Yeah.
I really do. AJ said that, man, some of the guys in the building, the way he plays the ball and can contort his body and still maintain control is NFL level kind of stuff. I think Ship's going to have a big year for us.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think, and I agree, Troy. I think where I'm interested in seeing tonight is a position, and I talked about this in our podcast the other night in our scouting report for TCU, is that I'm really interested in the tight end room. There's been no talk really about them
Very true.
throughout camp. There's really no returning production because, Jake Johnson was hurt last year for most of the year. And it was supposed to be his breakout year.
Right.
None of the tight ends, and correct me if I'm wrong, none of the tight ends that are at Carolina this year have production, at this level.
Connor with like one catch for 7 yards.
Jordan-
Touchdown.
Jordan Owens had some success at what is it, Central Arkansas.
At
Not
this
Steve
level.
But yeah, at this level, you're
Right.
100% right. And I have to tell you this, man. You talk about that tight end room, and Carolina fans have had the luxury of being very spoiled with the tight end production
Absolutely.
that we've had. We've had Copenhaver, Nesbitt. Those two guys are have been 1A, 1B the last 3 years. I'm excited for Jordan Owens, man. I think he can be, watching tape and what I've seen from him, he was productive a little bit at Central Arkansas. And I think he can come in, man, and really give us something. Well, I'm excited for him.
He didn't even plan to play college ball.
Right.
And now he finds himself playing at Carolina.
right?
Yeah. That's wild.
One of his friends or his brother or somebody talked him into just, it doesn't matter where you're going to play, just go play.
Right. Yeah. That's wild, man. That's thinking wild.
Hey, boys, Bill Belichick is our freaking coach.
I know,
We're about to
man.
watch a game tonight.
I know, bro.
I mean,
oh my goodness.
and not even that, but it's all the other coaches, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
We're the 33rd NFL team.
that's right.
Collins.
That's right.
Collins. I mean, we had a practice like a pro day event, not
Yeah.
a spring game.
Yeah,
A practice like a pro
Bro,
day.
yeah, exactly.
But Jamie Collins as his linebacker coach. I mean, like, how many Super Bowls rings does he have?
One thing I'm stoked about is see what this Freddie Kitchens offense is going to do.
I know. That's
You
a
know
good
what I mean?
point.
Talk to us a little bit about that. What do you anticipate? You said it's established the run. But
Establish the run, man. I mean, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I'm a little tainted, just off the jump, just because of how the bowl game went last year.
yeah,
That was kind of rough. But I have faith that, Bill knows what he's doing, and Freddie is he's like I said, if we run the football, if we can establish the run, I think we'll be okay.
he's the one coach that and correct me if I'm wrong on this, guys, but he's the one coach that Bill retained and actually promoted.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I think Freddie, I'm just as much as this game is about the 2025 or 2025 2026 season opener. I always get those confused. As much as it's about that and being Bill's first game, and we got Gio at quarterback now, and just 70 new players. I'm just as excited and anxious to see what this Freddie Kitchens offense is going to be.
Right.
As much as I am excited about what a Steven Belichick defense is going to look like too.
Right.
We've had the luxury to get back and kind of watch Washington, what they did last year. They had a pretty stout defense down there, coming from a national known program,
And the turnaround they had under just 1 year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Their
Man.
passing defense was really good.
It was really good.
Really good.
Really good. Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's the strength for TCU.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Now, I remember Thad actually said they asked him a question. I can't remember who posited the question, and I don't know how much it was just kind of deflect, but he said, the defense here is a little bit different than what we were running in Washington. Now, I don't know how true that is. Obviously, a good coach uses his personnel, and they do what they do well. You don't want to just plug and play, guys that you're asking them to do things that they can't do.
I like that though. If TCU's watching,
Right?
I don't know what to expect.
Exactly. And that's what Belichick has done. He's kept everything close to the chest, and I don't think TCU has any idea.
Dude,
what
I
they're
saw
about
they
to
were
get in.
watching Patriots Cam Newton.
That's what
Yeah.
Sonny Dykes had mentioned that, and one TCU's head coach Sonny Dykes had mentioned that in his press conference. Is like you can go back and watch film, and I think every coach in America probably feels this way. It's like you can go back and watch film and prepare as much as you want to, but you really don't ever know what you're going to get until you take the field and you make adjustments.
Absolutely.
And I think that's another thing I'm interested to seeing as well, because Bill dropped it as his tidbit in it is to provide insight on adjustments that need to be made, whether it's a coverage here or a scheme or a personnel adjustment or whatever. I'm just as anxious to see how our in-game adjustments are. I think TCU is going to put a lot of pressure on us, and I'm anxious to see what kind of adjustments that we can make.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, man.
Trev,
What's
what
the
you got?
numbers looking like, Chris? How many we got joining us live? Any questions?
Well, across all platforms, right? 368
Outstanding.
people tuned in.
Appreciate you guys.
Want to give a shout out to the Duke Football Talk.
Yes,
Said
sir.
You guys are killing it over there. Keep up the good work.
My
Coming
guys.
from a Duke guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
That hits the heart.
those are my guys over there at Duke Football Talk in the Section 17 podcast. They got a good thing going. We know state fans watch our content, but if any Duke fans watch it, go and you're not tuned into the Duke Football Talk in the Section 17 podcast, go check those guys out.
I've already proposed doing a live podcast like this with them because Duke's coming here this year.
Yep. We got some things we're gonna iron out with the details with those guys, but yeah, they're big fans of the podcast, and we are of theirs as well.
A couple of other shout outs. Tar Heel Tony, a big supporter of the Tar Pits
Yo, Tony,
podcast.
appreciate you. All your
Posted the
support.
stream. We appreciate you, Bria Casagrande, which is my sister. You got the 3 Rams.
Shout out to my wife too. She texted me when we first kicked off and said that the audio sounded good. So shout out to you, baby.
Let's go, because 45 minutes before stream started, we
It's a lot that goes into a live show. You're the man, Chris.
Yeah, we were here at 11:15 setting up.
Yeah. You guys were. Shout out to y'all. Y'all got out here early, man. I was a 3-hour drive away and got delayed a little bit. So
but you made it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, so Russ, we got a few more minutes with you. So you said what was your score prediction? You got us winning tonight.
30-24.
30-24.
Yep. 30-24.
What would a win in this game? What is
Huge.
Taking off? Huh?
Oh, bro, huge. I mean, especially with what we got coming up. One thing that I've really tried to say, if we can get through this TCU game, just the road, man. And you look at some of the teams that are on the schedule, the way that they played, and obviously you can only do so much from 1 week of football. But if Carolina can win week 1, we let's just say that it's pretty fair schedule, man. So we can stack a lot of wins, man. We can stack a lot of wins. This is a huge game. It is a huge game. It's a huge game. But,
I watched some teams on our schedule play, and
I know
it's early. But.
It's exactly.
Yeah, I think this right here, with the atmosphere that we've got out here, the renewed energy with the fan base, I think a win, obviously propels us in, to a trajectory that we can kind of carry. But you really just, man, you play this game, and I don't really want to get us, I guess it's fair to say not to get too ahead of ourselves, but me coming from a football, previously playing football at the high school and college level, man, in D3, you really kind of go in it 1 week at a time.
Yep.
You leading up to this game, you try to go 1-0. Thad's mentioned that every day. And, it starts with TCU. Dabo Sweeney said it best, I think 2 years ago when they went to Duke and they lost by like a point, I think it was. Rest of the season don't matter right now. You got to win the opener.
100%. 100%.
You got to win the opener.
Yep.
We're about to we're gonna switch up guests. We got Joe. Hold on 1 second, Joe. We're gonna bring on us. We got 3 minutes. We're gonna bring on a special fan.
Okay.
Russ, appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys,
Russ,
man.
tell
them one more time where to find you.
Tell the people again where they can find you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. Hey, the Tar Pit Pod is the place to be, man. If you haven't already, please, man, you got to check these guys out. Outstanding content. And then if you want to subscribe to the channel, man, like, share, subscribe. The Tar Heel Huddle on YouTube, Twitter, and X. And hey, man, Tar Heel Nation, let's think and bring the energy tonight. Let's turn this thing Carolina Brew, bro.
Set the tone early.
Set the tone
Yes,
early,
sir.
baby.
Where you sitting at? What section you in?
I'll be in 102.
Okay, I'm
102.
121.
Yeah, I'll be over there with some purple guys and everything, man. But
Okay, well you let them
Hey,
hit.
hold
be holding it down.
Hold it down
I'll
over
be
there,
holding
brother,
it down,
man.
brother. I
Russ,
appreciate you guys.
Russ, we appreciate you.
All right,
guys.
thank you guys so much, man. All right,
Appreciate you,
all right, brother.
Appreciate
you guys.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir.
Step back.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the Tar Pit Podcast live.
Man, this is awesome, man.
Heck yeah.
This is freaking cool, dude. Like the energy around here at the Carolina Inn has ramped up since we got here. These guys got here early, like they just said. I rolled in here probably about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, but you got stuck in traffic.
Yeah, traffic on 95 and 40 was a pain, but the atmosphere here has done nothing but increase, and it's big, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, look, if you're wherever you're watching from, drop us a comment right now. Let us know where you're listening from. I know we got followers of the Tar Pit Podcast that tune into our videos from all over the nation. We've had people tuning in from California, so let us know where you're listening from. We want to see how far the Tar Pit Podcast is being stretched to. Also,
Hey, and if you guys want to be featured in this live episode, drop us some bold takes. Maybe give us a score prediction. We'll give you a shout out here on the podcast.
yeah. Well, look, this is us. What's going on, my
We've
guy?
got some fans, some diehards, day one supporters.
Well,
coming.
not only that,
Where you got this?
this is.
That's nice, actually.
I bought that off.
Nicest mini helmet I've
Did I
ever
buy
seen.
that
Grab
off
the
you off
mic.
eBay?
Huh?
I know you have an eBay shop. Oh, but look, this is us holding.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah,
brother.
grab that mic.
This is us.
Y'all giving me a mic.
You only got 2 minutes. We'll
You
give
gotta
it to you.
keep. You gotta keep.
Y'all got to split it up. We got a big guest coming.
Look, we saw.
Shit, I got a mic.
Keep it PG, brother.
Shoot.
Look, so this is us keeping true to our word. We said show up to the Carolina Inn and we'd get you on the mic. So
Hey, this is the cleanest beard walking through Chapel Hill right now, folks. Look at that.
I want to stroke it.
Hey, Hunter, give us your take for the game, real quick. Give us your take. What's happening tonight?
What's the spread now? I don't know.
3.5 is what it was. TCU 3.5.
3.5.
I haven't checked today. I got my bets in last night.
You guys might as well take 10.5.
Get it up here.
Heels by 40.
Heels by 40. Jeff, what you got, brother? Tell the people what your prediction.
I don't know what he hit.
Heels by a million.
Heels by a million.
Heels by a million.
Heels by 40.
70
Jordan
nothing.
Ship anytime touchdown.
I got that.
I
Theo
told you,
Lopez is
Russian.
going to run one in.
I told you.
Lock
It's
it
not
in.
even close.
Hey,
This game ain't even close. You guys gave Bill Belichick 9 months to think about one team. That's come on.
There's 70 new guys and everything like that, but you got to consider this is going to be probably the most well-coached, most disciplined team we've seen in Chapel Hill in a
long time.
There's not going to be there's not going to be any stupid penalties. There's not going to be any stupid,
There's
pass
gotta-
interference, anything.
There's
Those boys
accountability.
are about to be locked in.
If there is, they're probably going to come have a seat.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Bill Belichick's going to cut their scholarship by the end of the night. All right?
They just got to
for real.
do their job.
Things
Come
we've
on.
seen, things we've seen in the past with the crazy personal foul penalties on the
Yeah.
side. I mean, again, it's not going to happen now. So, I'll tell you, the talent, we're getting there.
Yeah.
This year we're kind
Build
of
the
that middle
foundation.
ground. It's 70 new guys. We don't know what we got. The talent's coming next year for sure.
We got some dogs.
But this year, the thing we haven't had, and I keep saying it, and I've said it a million times, is the coaching. And no slight to Mac or Fedora or them guys, but this is accountability. This is NFL.
It's big boy,
This is-
big boy
this is-
football.
This is how many times Super Bowl champ?
Six
Eight.
as a
Well,
head
Six-
coach.
six
eight
as
as
a
a
head,
two
two as
as
an
a
assistant.
coordinator.
8-time head coach.
Look at this guy.
Lombardi's got 3.
So there you go. I think, that's what we're going to see. At least we won't say we beat ourselves. And that's the thing that I kind of hang my hat on for this year.
Well, Jeff,
Everything
hey,
else is great, dude.
buddy, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we appreciate your support.
I
Bud. You're
appreciate
always,
you, big
every time, we know we'll at least have one listener, and it's you. So,
My kid,
Hunter too. We got
Hunter,
two.
my kid
Yes,
plays
sir.
volleyball,
Well,
so some nights he's sketchy. Some volleyball sketchy.
Yeah, well,
Well,
we
tell-
appreciate it.
I got it.
Hunter texted us last night. Sorry I didn't respond.
No, you're fine.
I was deep into trying to figure
Yeah,
making
yeah,
sure
I
all
was-
this
I
worked
was-
out.
I was out last night and I saw a guy. He was like just watching y'all stuff, and I was like, I know those
Yeah,
guys.
hey, that's awesome. Whoever that guy was, we appreciate you, brother. Thank
Hey,
you for
pretty-
tuning
Nah, he was
in.
he was a state fan, so we're not
Oh
gonna
yeah, go. Yeah,
we're not
go for
gonna
you.
we're not gonna shout
Pretty
him out.
cool fan moment. I was walking in the store with Hunter
Well,
today.
can I say one thing? He was a State fan.
Yes.
So what he was doing was like, gosh, I really wish State had a podcast like this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't want.
No,
He said PG. I couldn't
yeah,
say
we'll
what I
save it.
wanted.
Hey, we're gonna get.
No,
hey,
go real quick. What you
Oh
want to say?
yeah,
I love
so
that.
me
I
and
love
Hunter
that.
were walking in the store on Franklin today. I walk in. As soon as I walk in, guy walks up to me. Hey, buddy, I love your podcast, man. I listen to y'all. And I look for a second. Hunter goes, Bryn, what's up? So Bryn Renner is a supporter of the Tar Pit podcast.
Shout out
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
Brandon
Brandon-
Renner.
pretty cool moment.
Bryn's dad was my high school coach
At
in,
East Chapel Hill?
East Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
And not to shit on Troy. Sorry.
PG Hunter, PG.
It's all good.
It's okay. Keep it rolling.
PG, not to poo-poo on Riverside, but we did beat Riverside in
Yeah, you beat
2012.
you beat us 1 year while I was
1-0.
while
That was the only year
while
that
I was
matters, though.
there.
That was the only year that matters.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
appreciate y'all, John.
But I love you, dude. Love you too. Love it.
Yes, sir.
Glad y'all are killing it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the support.
We're gonna get off this so this guy can get on here.
Yes, sir. Here, drop that right there.
Now, where do I get this mini helmet, dude?
Radio with Jones tonight. How do you pronounce the last name? Yacht. It's like rock with the wall. Joe Yacht. What was your last my last year playing was 91. That was my first year. Oh, okay. 91 was my first
Yeah, we got some introductions going on with us back here, folks. Just tune in with us. Yeah, look at us. We got some people behind us. Got my dad back there. Thank y'all. Yes, sir.
Let's
All right,
go,
guys.
everybody.
We got a big guest coming on with us right now.
Yeah, here we go.
Yes, sir. Bring
Sir,
that energy,
we
baby.
got it. Here we go.
I will say this, leading up to it, all of our interactions on Twitter, this man is fired up for game day.
Are you
baby.
kidding me right now? You got the Deke house across the street, rocking the Soul Man, baby.
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't ask for a better day in Chapel Hill. The Carpet Podcast sitting outside of Carolina Inn.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you guys are big time, baby.
Dude, we got you on. We're
Hey,
growing.
hey,
We're
hey,
growing.
Welcome to the show.
We got you on, brother. We doing things
Love
right
it.
over
I
here,
love
man.
it, guys. I
Joe,
love
thank
it.
you for taking the time, man, out of your busy schedule. For those that don't know, you will be on the radio with Jones tonight,
sir.
calling the game.
Yes, sir. Me and Jones. Jones, obviously the play-by-play guy, doing the color. And what I got the opportunity to do Liberty University's game on Saturday versus Maine, and now the opportunity to do this on Monday.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't be. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now.
I found it really, really hard. I know Trevor and Chris could probably attest to this too. I found it really, really hard to go to sleep last night. I don't think I really. I
love
don't
it.
think I
It's
looked
like
at my
Christmas morning.
I looked at my phone. It was like 1:30 in the morning. My wife rolled over. She's like, "You got to go to bed. You got to be up early in
I
the morning." I was
love
like,
it.
"Yeah,
I
I
love
know.
it.
I can't do
I,
it."
I was talking to your dad back there. I mean, you want to talk about a proud papa?
That's my guy.
I
man.
mean, that's a
my
proud papa. He's back there grinning from ear to ear.
Yes,
proud.
sir.
It's a great. I mean, it's been great. You know what I've been excited about? Watching y'all's promos leading up into this thing.
This is our
Let's
guy.
go.
Is that the promo guy?
Hey,
yes,
that's
sir.
We
good.
brought him on
Yes,
this year. And we took
sir.
it to another level.
I'm like, these
Hey,
dudes are
Joe-
for real.
Joe, it was a hefty NIL check we had
Oh,
to
yeah.
cut over
You
here,
had to
brother,
go deep.
but it was
It's deep in the
arrived.
pockets.
The
It-
shit
it's-
didn't
it's-
clear.
it's
It
still
didn't
it's still waiting to clear though.
Yeah. Checks in the mail.
Yeah, that's right. We did
love
the
it.
snail mail
Hey,
for real.
Joe, real quick, so getting up to your color analyst with
Yeah.
Jones, tell everybody that don't know your story. So I thought it was really cool. You were Mac Brown's first ever recruiting class. Right?
Yeah.
that
When I was actually getting recruited by Jim Cavanaugh at the University of Maryland, and then Cav showed up at my basketball game in high school with a North Carolina. I said, "Coach, what's happening here?" He said, "Well, Mac Brown just took the job at North Carolina." It's back in 1988. There's no social media. You had to
You had
pick,
no
you had to
idea.
pick up the landline, call your buddy, right?
Yeah, right.
And so we had no idea. And then Mac took the job here at Carolina and got recruited by Coach Cavanaugh and Mac, and actually had committed to go to the University of Iowa, play for Hayden Fry, where my dad had played. And then, long story short, I just couldn't turn down Carolina. I saw the vision of what Mac wanted to do here and what he wanted this program to be, and he knew it was a rebuild. We knew we were heading into a rebuild, and there was some tough sledding. But I think that's, for me personally, what makes my passion towards Carolina football so deep.
You saw
is
it
that
from down
when
here.
you're down in the valley, when you're down in that valley, and you're puking your guts out after going 1-10 as my redshirt year, and you're hurting, and you're trying to work your way up, and the band of guys that we had together, and the closeness of these guys that I just saw down the street and run into all the time. We all stay together here. I'm so close, and then to watch it now start to rise again, and then to see it this year, especially with
And I
the
wanna say,
opportunity for what's going
because
to happen.
I just want to take a second. Coach Mac Brown, we wouldn't have Bill Belichick if
No,
Coach
sir.
Mac Brown
Yeah,
doesn't
no
come
doubt.
back.
No,
He does not come back
No
and get
doubt.
it back.
it was the last game of the season last year against State, and I was leaving my seat to go to use the bathroom, go get a water, whatever, and I ran into a local news station that was out there getting fan reactions to Mac's last game. And at that time, we obviously didn't know that Bill Belichick was going to be the next head coach
Right.
at UNC, but the topic is what Mac Brown has meant to Carolina, specifically with his second stint. And I told him, I said, look, no matter who the next head coach is, we don't know, but they're walking into a foundation that Mac laid. They brought Carolina back to a level of prominence nationally this second go round. And, I'm excited. It kicks off tonight.
Yeah.
It kicks off tonight with the Belichick era.
No doubt, and just to give you an idea, like I said, Mac, and I know we're moving forward now, but just
Yes,
to give you an
sir.
idea what the kind of person that Mac was. My son, who I played Mac back in the early '90s, graduated. We would keep in touch every once in a while. He had found out that my son had signed a Division III basketball scholarship to play at Covenant College in Georgia, and a week later, Mac was at the University of Texas winning national championships. A week later, my son got a handwritten letter from Mac Brown in the mail saying, "Hey, I heard you had signed at Covenant College as a point guard. Your dad meant a lot to our program, and if you show that toughness, that grit, we could be all." Hand signed Mac Brown
Wow.
Penn,
How
I
cool
played
is
from
that?
20-some years ago.
Yeah.
And he's writing my son a handwritten letter while he's at the University of Texas.
Yeah.
That's what kind of
Good
person
man.
tells you Coach Brown is.
Yes,
Really
sir.
good man.
Absolutely. Joe, what's the vibe been around? I know you kind of got a little bit of a, I guess you could say a closer connection with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the vibes been around the program leading up to tonight's game?
You know, I think
How's Jones and the guys feeling?
Yeah, Jones and the guys are doing well. But I mean, if I'm just going to shoot you straight, I think if we're looking right now, we're saying, okay, what are we getting right now? I think there's an unknown there, right? Let's be honest about it. With all the transfers in, with all
70 new
players, everything, we're all talking about the same thing. Is that the unknowns there? I will say this: the one thing I truly believe in Coach Belichick's short time here is that if you have good enough players right now, if they do have good enough players right now, those good enough players will play with a discipline right out of the gate. I think that in itself right there, the fundamentals and the discipline of knowing to be in the right spot. I always say that you know the saying, the devil's in the details. Coach Belichick, his entire staff, that NFL staff mixed with some college guys, is into the details.
Yeah.
And I really believe that if they can stay on the field, match up talent-wise tonight, then I think Carolina's got a really good shot. And obviously the vibe is like pure excitement.
Yes,
Pure excitement. It's almost like, man, it's so much excitement. You gotta make sure that you get your mind right.
Yeah.
You don't want to get into that spot that's not good where it becomes too much. You got to keep your fundamentals, keep it disciplined. So the vibe, the energy, we all know it's great. Now it's a matter of taking good enough athletes, good enough football players, combine that with the discipline and the toughness, and then I think they'll put a good product out on the field.
Yeah, one thing that you ended with that, one thing that I'm looking forward to seeing too is the toughness that we play. Because the last several years, we've had that, Charmin soft kind of label on us from the outsiders and whatnot. But one thing Mike Lombardi and Belichick and all the guys that we've had on our podcast is, if you can bank on one thing, Carolina's going to be tough this year.
Yeah,
building a tough football team.
I think I noticed this last year a little bit, and I saw it really stand out in 2 games. And I said this on the broadcast. You could sense in the Duke game, as it got late into that game, that they started running the ball at us, and you could tell that we were wearing down defensively. And then I sort of saw the same thing start to happen in that NC State game late. I almost thought when our Marion Hampton broke that long run for a touchdown, we scored too quickly.
That's exactly what I was sitting next to Trevor.
You felt like, they've worn us down a little bit, and we were getting to that point. And I think from what the information I've got from the players, that the off-season program has been tough.
Moses
has been tough. And so now you hope that's the one thing that I'm going to look at. I think tonight could be that kind of game.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be like, okay, who's the grittiest? Who's the toughest? Who's in the best shape? And it's not just toughness and grit. It's like the old Vince Lombardi quote: "Fatigue makes cowards of us all." Right.
Yes, sir.
And so once you get tired, things get difficult. So who's a little bit fresher, a little bit deeper, who can play late in the fourth quarter? Might be that one. That might be that one toughness thing that will decide the outcome of this ball game.
With all the, I don't mean I'm gonna get you guys in here, but one thing that I've noticed, and with all the hype, around the Belichick hire, obviously there's a lot of eyes on Carolina. But I've told people, many people, the 2 hires that I was most excited about when Belichick came over to Carolina, and they announced the hire, was Mike Lombardi, and Moses Cabrera. Because for a long time, there's been some skepticism about Carolina's strength and conditioning. What kind of shape we were in. Are we really a tough football team? And I think you bring a guy like Moses in who's done it at the high level. Yeah. He's produced some tough guys through that New England program or that franchise. I think that was a hire that I was most excited about, along with Belichick and Lombardi.
Yeah, I mean, because ultimately, what as Coach Belichick says, you're building that 33rd team, right? And so what are the pieces of puzzle that it is, right? So you have the GM piece of the puzzle nowadays, and you got to be able to manage that roster, acquire the talent, divvy up the money the way that it makes sense. And then at the same time, maybe the hardest part, we've seen that in some other schools where it doesn't work, is you got to keep the locker room happy, right? And so you have that major, this is like, hey, well, there's some other schools out there that you saw teams that shouldn't have struggled that struggled. I think a big part of that was, well, what's this freshman kid making this, making this? And so you can have this dissension there. So it's the ability to be able to bring in a Mike Lombardi and that could say, okay, this is how we're going to go to the players. This is how you run it professionally. Here's what it is. And then you acquire the talent, and then you use Coach Belichick as staff, and then the strength and conditioning part of it where you keep the locker room solid. I think that in this day and age is going to be one of the pieces of the puzzle that could be a difference between not just winning and losing, but building a championship team.
Nick Saban said it best on game day last year. You can have a $20 million roster, but it don't matter if you don't pay the right guys.
Amen to that.
Yes, sir.
Amen to that.
How about you saying that made me think of this. How about this, the world of college football we're in? Price Yates plays for UConn and is the Fenway Bowl MVP against us. Opening night tonight, he's probably going to be one of our starting edge rushers. So what a world of college football that we are in, man. And
it's pretty incredible. I was on the Liberty broadcast the other night, and we were actually talking about that exact topic. It was like other teams that come play your school. When you look around at Chapel Hill tonight at 8:00 at kickoff, and you see what's happening here. Right, that's almost for some of the better players. That the product that you put up right there for the opposing team, almost as crazy as it sounds, can be a little bit of a recruiting pitch to those kids. They say, "Wow, this is an incredible program. This is the way. This is what I want to play for." So it does give you obviously the opportunity to really have to be able to do that.
And to say that, man, we got Adam Schefter tweeting about UNC football.
Unbelievable.
Today. There's a big guest coming tonight. Have you saw some of the guests that are supposed to be here?
I got some confirmation on some of the all-star lineups that are coming in.
It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive. MJ in the house. Could it be Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Could it be? I don't know. Could it be?
Somebody saw Teddy Bruschi over at Franklin.
Bruschi's got to be. Yeah. That's a stalwart of Belichick.
Yes,
right
sir.
there.
Absolutely.
Well, Joe, one of the things I wanted to ask, we've talked about a lot of good stuff and what Belichick has brought to the program, but as we what time is it? 4:15, 4 hours until kickoff. What are you looking for football wise tonight for the Tar Heels to put out on the field? And what do you think potentially is going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, when I really started breaking down this game and I started getting into the film work of it, I went back, start defensive. Marcus Allen, for example, on the corner. Okay, so you got Marcus Allen on one corner, then you got Thaddeus Dixon, a transfer on the other. So these are two good luck. And you start there because Belichick's full defensive philosophy is built around take out the opposing team's best player, right? And so that's where it starts defensively. I think there's more unknowns on the defensive side because of the loss of some guys, and then obviously a lot of guys. And then you go back and you look at a Gio. Went back and looked at Gio Lopez's highlights and some of his. My son one day, and I looked at him. I said, "This guy reminds me a lot of Sam Howell."
He does.
Yeah, and I said, "This guy's got some Sam Howell juice to him right there." And I'm like, when you start making those type of comparisons, and then you take it back even further, and you say, "Okay, all right, well." Freddie Kitchens, being the offensive coordinator now, had coached Baker Mayfield when he was at the Browns, and I think I listened to you guys talk about that one time on one of your podcasts, and had coached Baker Mayfield at the Browns, and I see that the similarities there between Sam, Baker,
similar
Gio.
build. Yep.
Yes, very, very, very similar. The strength, the build, the mobility, the ability to push the ball downfield, the ability to extend plays, but ultimately, all that's going to happen when it's based around being able to run the football. And that's another thing what I was really excited because I obviously played with in a very close to Natron Means, who's now the running back coach. So, be able to talk with Natron and there it is. Business. That's my guy right there. And I got a couple of good Natron stories for you. One time we were playing at Duke. One time we were playing at Duke, and I was blocking my guy, and you can hear him blocking him, safety, and you can hear the crowd like, oh. And Natron breaks through, and the guy sort of turned me, and I fell on my back. And when I fell on my back, I looked up, and I saw big Natron. I'm like, Natron, I'm on my back. I'm exposed, Natron.
Yeah.
And Natron saw me there, and he had to he was sort of away, but he had to try to jump over me to keep going. And when he jumped over me, he cleated me right down the shin.
Oh, he meant business.
And I said, "Oh, Natron, I just got the business from you." Yeah, so being able to play with Natron was fun. But when I knew that he would, Coach Bell makes a great decision. Running backs is that between Hall, the transfer, Goss, obviously, and then the guy that I'm excited about is Caleb Hood.
Yes,
I got the opportunity to call the first game. And my first game for me was at App State, the crazy game.
Yep.
The one 64, 63, 2, whatever the score was. And Caleb Hood pulled us out of the fire in that game. You go back and
that 60-yard scamper
the
saved us.
swing pass that he caught on third down, he
Yep.
caught the ball in the backfield. We were down big early in that game.
Yeah.
Bad. If we didn't, and he made some good things. So Caleb Hood, I think it could be a special player. He just hadn't stayed healthy.
Right.
And so now if we keep him healthy, I think that he's got a chance to have a special
That's a
season.
Carolina guy.
He's a Carolina
His dad
guy.
Played here.
Oh yeah.
So,
Joe, you bring up Caleb Hood, and this was an early take, fellas, from all the way back to the beginning of the position to the
one of our first breakdowns.
our position breakdown. Yeah, I gave a player comp, an NFL player comp, former Belichick guy, and James White. If you remember him, he was the guy that scored that game-winning touchdown against the Falcons.
Yep.
I'm anxious to see how Caleb does tonight, because if I think he can play in that James White role, kind of a pass-catching running back, I think we've got a weapon there that could be utilized to our advantage big time this year.
Caleb Hood in space.
Dangerous.
Is space. If you get it, he's got good hands.
Yep.
He's a big dude. He's got that thick lower body, right? He's so thick that you get the ball in space, you try to tackle him one-on-one, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
I
Threw a
watched.
touchdown in the bowl game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I watched him.
Great call on that one.
I watched him for a couple years at Richmond Senior High School down in Rockingham.
Yeah.
And he was about as dual threat of a quarterback as you could get at the high school level.
That's awesome.
And then I seen him line up across from Power Eccles, who was at Vance in the playoffs.
Good. These are some names. I love
I'm telling you, man. And Power, we know the success that he had here at Carolina, but those two guys, I'm excited for Caleb.
Did Power make a roster? Did you know if he did or not?
He was on the Bears.
He's on the Bears. You don't think he made it?
But I know Kamen didn't make it, but he's back on the
Practice
practice squad.
yeah.
So Power probably is practice squad.
Yeah.
too.
I know you've listened to the podcast sometime, and we appreciate that. Did you got a chance to see our we have a series called Life After Keenan.
Okay.
And we,
I saw the one on was
Cayman. We had Cayman come
Did you?
on for
No,
that.
I didn't see that
We'll
one.
have
But
to
yeah,
get you on the
Yeah,
line.
I'd love to do that. That'd be great.
But Joe, one of the questions I wanted to ask, the offensive line, we had Austin Blasky go
Yeah.
down a few weeks ago, broken foot, which is really unfortunate for this offensive line. When we, going back, almost over a month ago, we were going position by position,
Yeah.
breaking it down.
Yeah.
Who do we thought, were going to be the starters, just giving the overview of the room. And, Austin Black, we thought this was going to be one of the, and when it still is, when healthy, right, one of the stronger groups on this team. Austin Blasky goes down, unfortunately, with a broken foot. Now, Christo Kelly,
banged up.
Has it been confirmed that he's not playing tonight?
It probably won't come out.
Probably not, but
I don't know.
I know the ACC is doing this thing now this year. I think it's implemented this year where they have to release an
For
injury.
bid,
for a conference game.
But
I-
it's a lot of questionable. If
But-
I'm a coach,
But one of the, which I like not releasing anything. It's just going old school. I like that. But the main question, is there any concern for you? I mean, of course, probably is, but with the players you have, what are you looking for in the offensive line tonight against TCU?
Yeah, I think losing Blasky's a big loss. I think that's a senior guy who's got the experience, and he's going to be tough to replace. Now, with that being said, you're always going to have. I guarantee you, TCU's got guys banged up on I know they got guys banged up on the defensive line.
Yeah, I know the Bill brothers.
Yeah.
This is Melissa. We'll have to introduce you from the Frogs Insider.
All right. Yes.
All the way from Texas.
Nice.
And joining us. And, she was talking about more than likely, will probably not more than likely, but if she was the guest, will probably be on a snap count just to add a little bit to the Bill brothers.
But to answer your question, I think the bottom line in offensive line play is you're going to have guys get banged up, right?
Yeah.
You got to be 8-9 deep. And don't think that when Blasky got hurt, Chris got hurt, that there wasn't, Belichick didn't have a plan B, because you got to have guys. That's why you go out and you find guys in the portal and you recruit guys that can play multiple positions, right? And so sometimes you got to shuffle this thing around. So a lot of the time what you'll find out is, hey, we found out this guy's a guard. We may have to move him over to center, move another guy, and they get practice with these guys. You start realizing like, dang, some of these guys can play. So that to me, that's the hope, is that next man up mentality, being that I expect this offensive line. With the Blasky loss, that one I can't lie. That one bothers me. That's a leader, right? That's a guy who's leader. But if the next man up steps up, but I expect this offensive line. The word that I would like to see them do, obviously toughness. Every offensive line has to be tough. The word is what I'm looking for is efficiency.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes efficiency consists. Sometimes it isn't like, hey, I got to pancake my guy when I block him. Sometimes it's I got to know who to block. One, and all I got to do is stay on him. Because when you have bruising back, you have a quickness of a Goss, the bruising of a Caleb Hood, right? Sometimes you don't necessarily have to drive your guys 15 yards off the ball. You just got to do enough to get in front of them. You got to place your hips in the right way to be able to give that little bit of angle so that back can break through. So, and a big part of that obviously comes down to coaching. And so I'm excited to watch this offensive line. I hope they're really efficient tonight.
Yeah, and those are all good points, and we appreciate you providing that context. But, the offensive line coach, Will Friend, it's not like this is his first rodeo.
Yeah, correct.
He's been around the block, and, and also, a good thing here is, too, this happened, 2-3 weeks ago now. So they've had time to adjust.
Had reps, right.
Yeah, and I do know there's some concerns, for center coming in tonight with the snapping of the ball. Yeah. So
one thing that I'll mention about the offensive line is my train of thought, fellas, it got me just like that.
It's okay.
We were at the Practice Like a Pro Day event, and you look at the offensive line and how successful the running backs were able to run the ball. It seemed like every time that they got the rock, it seemed like they had a pretty good hold to run through. And we didn't have nearly the guys that we've got in that offensive line room. We didn't have them then, but we have them now.
Yeah.
Chris made a tidbit in our offensive line breakdown is we've got a lot of bodies, but not just any bodies.
Yeah.
Brought in 6 starters.
Yep.
6 guys that started last year.
I'm like you. I think we've brought in some guys that have played a lot of snaps at just different levels. Daniel King, I believe, is one that we brought in from Troy.
William Boone.
Yeah. Whatever level they were at, they did it at a high level at whatever conference they were in.
And here's the thing, and this is why I think that Gio has a chance to be good, right? Because if you can't stay on a guy and maintain with him, right, you can run the ball at me. It keeps the pressure from coming up. Now, what then happens is if you establish a running game and you're running at people and you're gaining chunk yardage, they start to load the box more. Then they got to start bringing people. What Gio will do, it's the Russell Wilson effect when he was at NC State.
Yep.
That is, he will extend plays, right? He will extend play. When you realize that in order to run stop, we may have to bring more bodies up, more blitzes. Now you get a pass and those blitzes are coming, and Gio's able to get outside and just extend plays. It is hard when you start looking at again. Here's my sleeper guy. He's not really a sleeper. He's a Tario. He's a Bolt. Here's my sleeper guy for tonight. But is Kobe Paysor. I think Kobe Paysor is one of my favorite Tar Heels. And I think Kobe Paysor has it. Your guy.
That's my guy.
I've always loved his game, and I think Kobe Paysor, the extension of plays, gets in the right place at the right time. And then obviously with Chris Culver, Jordan Shipp. I mean, there's some guys that they may need maybe a little bit of a fringe name right now, but by the end of the season, you're going to know who these guys are. Jake Johnson, another one that potentially could be.
Isaiah Johnson, too.
Isaiah Johnson's another one.
Michigan State
transfer Michigan State, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Jason Robertson.
Yeah.
Washington that came over.
Yeah, there's a lot of depth.
He's a very good route runner.
Yes.
Joe, I want to, before, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come hop on with us. I know you're calling the game tonight with Jones.
Yeah.
Can we get a little prediction for you?
I love it.
I love it. Or are we reserving that?
No, I'm not
Bring
afraid.
the energy, Joe.
I'm not afraid to do a bold
Let's
prediction.
go, baby.
We're not afraid to do a bold prediction. All right. To me, there's 2 parts of bold prediction. Okay. There's a game score prediction, right?
Yep.
And then there's a player of the game prediction.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm calling it, Joe.
Both.
You heard it. I always tell the folks. You heard it at Yacht Talk first. Right?
You heard it at Yacht Talk.
You heard it. When you ask the folks that the game's over, they're going to say, "Oh, heard it first at Yacht Talk, baby."
Yes, sir.
That's what they say. So I'm going to go as you see in a lot of these games, low scoring. It's
I
like
took the under
defense.
tonight.
You're taking the under.
Yeah.
Huh? The defense. I'm gonna take the Tar Heels.
Let's go.
I'm gonna take the Tar Heels 28-25, and the bowl prediction: Kobe Paysor over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Hey, so look, check me out, Joe. I had 28-24 Carolina,
We're here.
and I had
Bro, were you-
Jordan Ship over 100
Okay,
yards.
okay.
and 2 touchdowns.
There we go. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Somebody's gonna get it
Hey.
done tonight.
You heard it here. Yacht Talk
You heard it first.
times
Tank.
yeah. And the Tar Pit podcast, baby. Me
I
and
love
Joe,
it.
we're on the same page.
I
Let's
love
go.
Joe, I know you follow the podcast. Did you by chance see the clip we posted about the kid? We went on campus filming last weekend,
Yes,
right?
Saturday.
Last Saturday, and we had a kid. He was nervous, and he was like warming up. I mean, like, he was
You ready to
into it.
go?
We were like, all right, give us a score prediction. He was like 70-0 Tar Heels.
And we were like 70-0.
Whoa!
He's like, you heard me.
Yeah.
And I clipped it. And my face is like,
Well, you know what? There. I hate to say this, but there's probably some kid on the JMU campus they did that with last year. Oh,
yeah.
He was,
Yeah.
he was a former student at JMU. He's
Ah.
going through
He's
grad school right
undercover.
now.
yeah. I literally said, so you're saying TCU, what JMU did to us, which I sat through that game, and I've said this all the time. I got to stop saying it all by myself
Yeah.
the whole game.
Oh my God.
Well,
Joe, tell before you leave us, brother, tell the folks how they can find
On
you on
socials.
on
Yeah,
Twitter,
yeah,
on all your socials.
Yeah, just go to at Yacht Talk. So JAUCH Talk. The name's pronounced differently what it's spelled. So at Yacht Talk on Twitter, and then obviously Joe Yacht on Facebook, and we got some hopefully good content. I love reposting a lot of stuff you guys did.
Yeah, we appreciate the support. And for those that aren't able to make it to Keenan Stadium tonight at 8:00 for Carolina
Tune it
versus TCU, tune into the Tar Heel Sports Network. We're big fans of you guys, big fans of Jones,
Love Jones.
big fans
Lee
of
Pace. Don't forget Lee
You
Pace.
can't
I
forget
wish
the
I had
coach.
some headphones. I would love to listen to you talk while watching the game. You know, like
Oh,
those
yeah.
guys, the Cubs guy
Yeah, I love
watching
it, yeah.
the game.
My father-in-law, he's passed away now, and he would
tight,
do
baby.
that. He
High
would
and
wear
tight.
the radio. He would wear the radio
and watch the
headsets.
game, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He had the title of like Rams Club member for life.
Oh, I love
And
it.
he's passed on now, but we were
Rest
able to
in peace.
inherit all
Yeah,
his,
we're-
tickets. So
We
that was
couldn't be
awesome.
more excited. I mean, the opportunity. This is your guys' dream to be able to do this
Absolutely,
podcast
yeah.
and get your content out there and build it and everything else. It's always been my dream after getting my degree from Carolina in radio, television, broadcasting. That to be able to do the radio aside
Oh, yeah.
Jones Angel and
And
sideline
you're on
report.
ESPN too.
ESPN
you're not
too.
just on
Yeah,
the radio.
yeah.
You're on TV.
Do a
They
little
see you on
TV, do a little TV, but don't forget about the Pinehurst sideline report with Lee Pace. So yeah, this is a dream come true, and there's nothing more passionate I am than about Carolina football. I just love it. I love what you guys are doing to promote the game.
Likewise, brother. We're big fans of yours. We're
Yeah.
big fans of everybody at the Tar Heel Sports Network. You guys have our support.
Look at that ball. Look at that ball. High and tight.
High and
You
tight,
ain't
baby.
punching
High
that
and
thing.
tight.
Look at that ball. You ain't getting-
No,
there ain't no
sir.
fumble there, baby.
No, sir.
Two
Ain't never,
former wide
ain't, ne-
receivers.
Yeah,
ain't never
right
fumbled
there.
in my life, baby.
Your dad back there told you he was faster than I was. She started telling me 40 times back there. I was like, this guy can roll.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I
Joe,
love
we
it.
appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you, buddy. So, hey, we're gonna have a little 2 minutes before we're gonna bring Melissa on here in a second, Joe. Thank you again.
Appreciate you, brother. Yes,
I'll
sir.
text
Thank
you,
you,
buddy.
Joe. Thank you, guys. That's super awesome, man. We got Joe Yacht in here talking some Carolina football
Hey,
with us.
shout
Man.
out,
Thank you for
shout
setting
out to
that
some
up,
of
brother.
our supporters,
Hey,
man.
yeah,
We got-
if we could flash the camera and turn the camera
We
around.
got Deb, Kev, Kelly,
The man,
Carrie,
the man, the myth, the legend, Brad Stone. We got
Brad Stone, the recruiter.
we got Kevin up here.
I can't hear
I
Kev.
did not hear a single
We
word
can't
he
hear you, Kev. Speak up.
Nah, we appreciate the support, man. Trev, this has been fun, bro.
This has,
We got
man.
one more guest
Hey.
coming on with us.
We do. We got a little intermission. We're gonna bring her on. But we got we got 3.5 hours until kickoff.
I know, man.
And Bill Belichick, I just can't say, bro. I gotta see it on the sideline. I think it might hit me. It's like when my first kid was born.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me. I was having a kid until I was holding them. I think that's how it's gonna be with Belichick.
Yeah, I think this was a selection year for Rams Club and the seating. And one thing I was excited about is 2 years ago I had my season tickets. As for anybody that knows, we're all season ticket holders here. We'll be here at every home game. And I was on the home side last year, but this year I chose the away side because I wanted to see just the interaction on the sidelines.
You wanted to yap over there, huh?
What's that?
You wanted to. You're gonna let them know it. You're gonna let them know.
Nah, man, I'm more of a reserve guy, man. I got to sit in my seat for a little bit long, man, and Thank you guys. Thank y'all. We're giving a shout out to our people that are here. If you're here and watching us near the Carolina Inn, y'all come stop by, hop on the front porch. The vibes are immaculate out here.
We've got house.
It's packed, man. I got here. You guys have been here since 10. I got here at 2, and just from the time that I got here, man, it's this scene it's a wave of care. We got a little bit of purple in the house.
Hey, everybody wants to be in Chapel Hill, dude. I had NC State fans calling me, telling me they were wearing purple to the game tonight. They want to come watch.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to watch.
Go figure.
Yeah, right.
Go figure.
Just wearing purple just to show up.
I won't go down that road.
No, we got the
kickoff.
Blew my mind. Everybody wants to be in Keenan tonight, man.
We'll see the product on the field before we make any bold takes or
look. Hey, 1 week at a time.
Yes,
1-0 tonight.
Trevor, man, one thing I want to talk to you about while we got a little bit of time here. Give us me a bold take for you, brother.
Bold take.
We're here at the Carolina Inn. We got a good crowd. We got a lot of support. The vibes are immaculate. What you feel?
I'm gonna start off. I think we play 7 or 8 O linemen tonight. Not a bold take. I'm gonna give you a deep dive. I think they each play about 30 to 40 snaps, and I think we might see old William Boone starting at tackle tonight.
Think so?
Nobody's talked about him. Let's see, Troy, if William Boone is at tackle tonight.
I'd like to see how deep we really get into that offensive line. Obviously, we just talked with Joe, about some of the injury concerns that we've had that we've got in the offensive line.
I think we're going to be able to run the ball against them.
I do too, man. If you look at that practice like a pro day event and just the guys that we had then versus the guys that we had now, and you've seen how successful we were at running the ball against our own guys in that practice like a pro day event, I think we're going to be all right with running the ball. I really do. I know there's a lot of concern there, obviously, when you lose a guy like Blasky and Christo Kelly's banged up, but this next man up mentality around here, this is big boy football, and it's time to get this thing rolling. And next man up, everybody do your job, be on cue, everybody on the same page, and that's what really matters.
And man. I think having Russ on, he said it best. We're all hyped, but if things don't go our way tonight, it's like a balloon. You blow it up, you got air in it. Don't let that thing loose and let it swirl away.
No,
stay here because you can't. I mean, Mac did a hell of a job when he first got here with those first 2 games when he came on, but it still took some time, right?
It's a long season, man. And, it's not even really, I mentioned it to you guys, it's not really so much as getting ahead of yourself. And, us as, fans and, and folks that cover Carolina, and we did our record prediction and season overlook, I guess you could call it. If you haven't seen that, go check it out on YouTube as well. Be sure to give us a subscribe and a like and a share. We really appreciate the support. But we can sit here and talk about X's and O's and what we think, and we're gonna find out tonight at 8:00, man. We're gonna find out just what these Tar Heels are about.
On a few weeks ago, and he said, one thing I told a guy is you can hide everything you want, but there's going to be a football game played tonight.
Hey,
so we're going to see it.
And what AJ did say is every time he leaves the Keenan Football Center and around the program, he feels more and more confident about these Tar Heels.
That's right.
Hey, Troy, just a couple of things real quick. We got somebody in here that says, "Hey, Troy, it's your mama."
Yeah, that's my mom, dude.
Mom.
I'm not a Tar Heel fan, but I'm a Troy fan. Troy, your mama is proud of you too.
Oh, mama, we got to get her converted.
She gonna make me shed a tear up here, man. I'm
What's she pull for?
She's a Duke fan.
Oh, mama.
Everybody on my mom's side of the family is a Duke fan.
Mine are State fans. So
yeah. It's you, so you know how it feels. But shout out to my Dukes. I really appreciate it. Mama wouldn't be here without you. So I got Pops back here with me too. wouldn't be here without him. I remember it's crazy, man. It's a full circle moment being here, sitting here on the front porch at the Carolina Inn. I remember so many years ago, man, me coming to these football camps when Fedora was the coach, and we had Gunnar Brewer.
We had some sick stories.
We
We'll have
did,
to do a
man. I'm
show
telling you,
sharing the
yeah.
stories
I got some ones that I can go back and dig deep out of the bag, man. It's a blessing to be here, man. The weather's beautiful. Carolina, it's nothing better than
This
being
is
in Chapel
football
Hill.
weather. This is perfect.
Hey,
football weather.
one of my friends is headed here to the Tar Pit podcast.
What's up, buddy? I love the shirt. Throwback. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
It says he's stuck in traffic, purple, walking all around. His name's Kyle Fager. He's going to the game with me tonight. We got Michael Wagner. He says, "Go Frogs." John Hurst just popped in at 4:38 p.m. He
Appreciate
says,
all of you guys.
"Go Hills." Tanya, that's your mom, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
So
sir,
it's a
brother.
full circle moment watching you play. Now see where
You coming
you
on
are.
with us?
I'm more than proud of you.
Thank you, Mama. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I love you.
Yeah, and let's do it at the end.
Okay.
Cool. Well, guys, look, we appreciate you tuning into the
He
Tar
wants-
Pit
Let's
podcast.
get a picture with us real quick, brother.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm like smiling like I'm my kids.
Hey, that's
we
all
appreciate
good.
it, man. The love here at Carolina Inn,
Yes,
man, has
sir.
been
Thank
awesome.
you, buddy.
Yeah, I think we've had 50 or 60 people.
Just passing through. And guys, this isn't going to be a one-time thing. We're hoping to get many more
Yeah.
of these, and all season long, every home game, man. You
Yeah,
can find
I
us
wish-
somewhere.
I wish we could turn this camera around somehow and show you.
This is insane.
It's amazing,
I wonder if it's
man.
like this every week.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
It
It
is.
is.
crowded
Yeah, there's
up?
about 500 or 700 people out here on the front lawn at the Carolina Inn. And so, look, if you're listening right now on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter, comment and let us know where you're listening from. We're trying to get a good feel, of how far the reach of the Tar Pit podcast is going. If you're listening on YouTube right now and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We just
Hey, we hit
reached
500. and it's-
500 followers.
Hey, I looked at it earlier. It's like 514
A
now.
week ago, we put out 400 follower, and then 3 weeks ago, we put out a 300 follower. So the Tar Pit Podcast is growing. If you're on Twitter, make sure you're following the Tar Pit Podcast. But look, our last guest not last one, but our last official guest that we had booked for today has come all the way from Texas to
Fort
join
Worth.
us from Fort Worth, Texas, from the Frogs Insider. No,
None other.
Look at
none
this- look at
other.
the shoes.
Look at the shoes. Yeah,
She had to bring some Jordan swag with her.
I mean,
Hey, we're going to get us one of those soon. Those national
I hope y'all can drop $700 in that.
well,
Get up here with
Guys,
it.
if
Come
you
on.
haven't yet, this is Melissa with the Frogs Insider. Covers all things TCU football. Not just TCU football. She's all things TCU.
Yep.
We were super happy to have her on for our Carolina versus TCU scouting report. If you haven't seen that, be sure to go back and watch it on YouTube. And Melissa, how is your time in Carolina
Listen,
in Chapel Hill? Been?
I love this place. It's
Oh,
tequila
yeah.
soda. I told you I was going to come a little bit unhinged. I'm about halfway unhinged at this point. But no, this is awesome. I mean, one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. I love Chapel Hill. I'm going to hate y'all in a couple of hours, but until then, I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it. It's an awesome place. And what a setup, boys.
Yes, sir.
You ever been here before?
Y'all got yourself something pretty freaking sweet. This is awesome. This is how
Hey.
college football is meant to be.
look, think about this. We're doing this without no sponsors, besides like hosting us at the
Lit-
Carolina Inn.
If you are a local Chapel Hill business, I'm going to look into the camera and tell you, this is the bandwagon to jump on. Carolina's about to have the most impactful season that they've had in literally decades, since the 90s, right?
Yep.
You want to be on board with these guys because just look where they're at and look at all the people tuned in. This is the time. Get on board before they get real pricey.
But like, doing this without
Thank you.
no sponsors is, and just to share, a little bit, it's not been easy.
It's hard.
We
It's a lot
have
of work.
all poured our lot of money personally.
I get it.
You know, not
Nobody paid for my flight.
yeah.
I feel that.
Not
I feel
only
that.
that, not only that, man, but just in Melissa, you know what goes into
Lot of time.
running a successful podcast and putting together a community that connects the fan base. Just exactly what goes into that. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of prayer, and we, I got to give a shout out to my guys right here, man. The best thing that that ever happened to the Tar Pit was getting Trevor and Chris on here. Shout out to my guy.
You.
Yeah, and shout out to my guy Dylan. Dylan, I wish you could be here, brother, but every bit of the success that we've got now is due
Dylan, we made it.
due in large part to you, brother. So we appreciate it.
Oh, remember that when? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Dylan's still alive.
Yeah.
We should
Yes,
clarify.
yes.
No, listen, it's a grind, and I think that those of us that do it for the love of the game, right? You get such a commitment level. Like Jamie and I, my podcast co-host on Frogs Insider. I'm going to shout myself out as well.
Oh yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, about
Let us
Dave Campbell's Texas football, but when you do this for the love of the game, man, like I think the work you put in is so authentic. You care deeply about the product, you care deeply about the fan base and connecting with people, and you care about the players. Like we're not some national. There's going to be a lot of national people. There are no seats in the press box tonight, right? Because everybody's flying in to capture a moment. The people that are boots on the ground every single game, week in and week out, those are the people that are going to give you the real stories, not just give you the highlights. And if you care about UNC football, if you care about TCU football, you want the people that are living and breathing it. And that's what you guys have shown me in such a quick time how important it is to you. And I think that's awesome. And super proud of you guys being out here seeing this. This is freaking cool. I'm happy for you.
We're happy to have you.
Before we
really,
move
really
any
are.
forward, please tell people how they can find you and a little bit about your podcast.
Yeah, so Frogs Insiders, the podcast. Jamie and I have been doing this, like I said, for well over a decade at this point. We're not just covering TCU football. We're doing men's and women's basketball, baseball, TCU soccer, number 4 in the nation. Big soccer community out here. Be watching those Horn Frogs. Maybe we'll see y'all in the tournament.
Hey, I was about to say, Dean Smith said it best. We're just a women's soccer school
Yeah,
here.
and field hockey.
And field hockey.
And men's basketball soon again. But yeah, so you can find me at the Coach Melissa on Twitter, X, whatever. You can find the Frogs Insider podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. If you care about TCU athletics, I think Jamie and I are doing it just about as good as anybody. So.
Oh yeah, best of the best. I mentioned that on Twitter when I reposted our episode with you and our scouting report with you. You guys know your stuff. You're on top of it, and the best of the best that cover TCU.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I
shout out
appreciate
to
that.
you
We have
guys.
TCU people coming to saying
Look
they
at all
listen
the-
to us.
Look at all the
TCU
purple
fans.
out here, guys.
Yeah, TCU alumni tailgate is out here. I'm going to get
Okay.
Mike Buddy to let me in here in a little bit, or athletic director. I didn't get on the list, but I'm about to get myself on the list. I'm
we'll
sure.
get you.
I'm going to talk my
'cause
way
you're
into
an alum.
anything.
You're an alum.
Like I tell everybody, I'm a real medium fish in a tiny pond. So that's what I got going for me.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
Hey, before we move any further, I also want to say, we're about to talk the matchup with the insider for TCU football. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the
Drill me.
chat.
I'm ready. I've been drinking tequila soda. Give me your hardest questions. I'm so ready for
Mine
this.
is locked
If
in.
you're watching on Instagram, I won't be able to catch them because our streaming service
Head over to YouTube.
brings it in on YouTube and Twitter. So go ahead and drop some questions in about the night's matchup, and we'll try to get them to Melissa. So Melissa, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about tonight?
Terrified. It's week 1. It's been a long fall camp. Our long national nightmare is over. We get to just play the game. I think that obviously I feel like TCU should be prepared for this one. I think that there were a lot of lessons learned after 2023. And as I keep telling people, I'm trying not to inflict the Deion Sanders of it all upon the national college football landscape tonight. But if there's one thing I know, it's Bill Belichick and that staff is going to be prepared. And Sonny Dykes has learned some lessons and will be prepared as well. But how do you prepare for 70 new players? So I think TCU will play well. The biggest thing I've learned this weekend and even in week 0 is the offenses are slower to catch up than the defenses. And so our biggest advantage to me is Josh Hoover. Just being a guy that's got almost 3 years of starting experience under his belt, that is calm, cool, and collected. But when we know that the Belichick boys are going to try to keep Hoover from beating them, other areas are going to have to step up. I think the defense will be good, but I think that North Carolina is going to have a good offensive game plan. So there's just a lot of question marks. And while I expect TCU to be the better team tonight, there's going to be a heck of an environment behind them trying to keep that from happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna be loud.
Oh, it's gonna be, I hope so. It's all quiet on campus. I think it's going to be loud in that stadium, though.
A little early.
talking about the defense, right? I know when we had our our scouting report with you of TCU. If you haven't seen it, you can go listen to it over on YouTube. You talked about the Bill brothers and their health. Has there been any more developments around that? Are you personally still anticipating them being on a snap count?
They're both going to play. From what I understand, they're full go. But I also understand that they don't want to let Bill and company know anything different. So they both traveled, they both dressed, they both participated in the last couple of days of practice. If they're full go, my confidence level is considerably higher with how the defense is going to perform. if they're limited in any ways, we're going to see how some of these young guys step up, right? That's going to be the question.
What you guys
are they
do?
in shape? Are they in shape? You think
That's another part. Now the thing that I'm really, really excited about with this TCU defense that I could not say last year or the year before, this team goes too deep pretty solidly. So even if you have to limit the snap count, like, Marcus Neal is an interior lineman. Like, his in shape is a little bit different than Devin's in shape. But Devin's not going to play 70 snaps tonight no matter what, even if he's a full go. So I think that assuming the depth is there that we anticipate, they'll be in shape enough for what they're required to do this evening. That's kind of my guy. Marcus being ready to go is more important than Devin being ready to go because the depth on the interior defensive line isn't quite as strong as it is at the stud position, I think, my opinion. But that's a great question. Like, how these guys look, snap in and snap out, could be the difference.
What numbers are? What numbers are? Look out for?
Oh God, Devin
right?
is 11. I'm pretty sure Devin's 11, and I know this from NCAA 26, not from the roster.
Honorable mention Big 10, right?
And she played.
What was that?
Honorable mention Big 10 last year, right?
Big 12.
Big 12.
But
sorry.
yes, honorable mention. And then Marcus, I believe, is 95. And don't quote me on this. I'm in my mid 40s, so I forget a lot of things. But I think 95 and 11. But Devin Deal has a chance to be an All-American. Marcus Deal was I think honorable mention freshman All-American last year. So.
One thing you mentioned, about the Sonny Dykes and the coaching staff not spilling the beans to Bill. What you guys don't know is we've actually clipped this and sent it to them. So
okay, good.
We're watching live right now.
Look, I haven't been at fall camp for the last 2 weeks. So I've had school started up again. I've been teaching, so I only know what I read from my good friend Jeremy Clark on 247 Horn Frog Blitz.
Yeah.
I'm just promoting everybody. I'm gonna get my cut back.
That's right.
Where's my 10% finder's fee?
Troy's got it. Troy's got it.
Okay, I'll give you my
they
Venmo.
always turn to me.
Hey, Melissa, you got somebody. Where did it go? Oh, James. Apologies if I say your last name wrong. Ertz. Melissa, face of the Dallas Wings.
Hey, I appreciate that. I worked really hard to earn that title. Love my Dallas Wings. Big game tonight in Minnesota for Paige Beckers and the 3 remaining healthy Wings players. So we'll see how that goes.
Stephen Blakely also said, how many points is Bill worth? So what I'm thinking is, how many points do you think they're going to score?
Yeah, I mean, this is what's interesting is we know his defensive prowess, what a great defensive mind he is. How quickly does the offense catch up? I still think this is a low-scoring game, but I think there's going to be some scheming into an extra touch. Just by having Bill Belichick around, you're either cutting 7 to 10 points from the defense or earning an extra 7 to 10.
And right? I like what you said about the games. It seems like you're spot on with the offenses. All the games, I want to say, unders a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I got
how many Heisman contending quarterbacks just kind of looked average in week 1, right? Like, unless you play for Utah and Devin Dampier just made UCLA look like an FCS team.
Or your Thomas Castellanos at Florida State, and they just got there and torched
Boston
Alabama.
College grade. My sister's a BC alum, so Boston College grade, Tommy Castellanos.
How about him? He stood on business.
He really did. And he made T-shirts. He's going to make some money out of it. Good for him.
That kid's blowing up right now.
So a question through YouTube. First, the drummer kid said Tom won those titles, not Bill. Bro, it takes two to.
It takes two.
It takes two to tango.
There's
big
no
dog.
Tom without Bill.
But anyway, yeah, right.
There ain't no Bill without Tom.
Yeah.
Really like that on YouTube. Says here in Winston-Salem. Question for her is: will TCU be able to throw it around, maybe with tempo, when it's loud and UNC has some good DBs?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the question, right? We've seen Kendall Briles. I think year 1 in 2023, the problem was tempo. I think that Kendall liked to sub a little bit aggressively at some point, and that allowed the defense to adjust and sub, and I think that hurt TCU. I think we'll see more huddling this year until they get in a roll, and then that tempo has a chance, right? Like, that's what we're going to see with Bill Belichick and his adjustments is as you come to the college game where it's a little bit different, tempo looks a little bit different, can you make those adjustments on the fly? And so, we're going to give Bill Belichick a ton of credit, and rightfully so. But Kendall Briles, last name aside, has really proven himself as an elite offensive coach. And I will say, I think Belichick's going to be ready, but I think KB's going to be ready too.
Talking about that. This is probably he's circled this matchup. You're going against a Belichick defense, like he has circled this.
This is a guy that wants to be a head coach. Like, this is your opportunity going into year 3 at TCU to establish yourself as the elite offensive mind of the game. And if you can do this week 1 where a lot of offenses struggled and put up 30 points on a Belichick defense, which, again, going to be really, really tough to do, people are going to start paying attention to Kendall Briles.
Another one shout out to Bryce Daniels. He says, "Hello, fellas. Bryce watching from San Diego, California.
West side, best side, baby.
Military's got me for Chapel Hill.
Thank you
But
for
as
your
always,
service.
watching Go Hills. I just want to make sure we mention that.
Thank you for your service.
I've said it before.
West side, best side,
I'll
baby.
say it before. I'll say it again. We're big supporters of our military and our armed forces here at the Tar Pit. So thank you for your service, bro.
Hey, one thing talking about tempo made me think of this. Did you guys see? I hated it throughout the years. You have an offensive tempo, and guys would get hurt out of nowhere,
Yeah,
and then they get up and run off the field.
Mhm.
Did you guys see this year? They added. There's a penalty.
Yeah.
If you're faking an injury and they can, I don't know how they prove it.
We
I'm
saw it.
curious to
We
know
saw
how
it in
that-
week 1. There were a couple
It happened,
instances.
but
Yeah.
how do you prove it? Like, it's weird.
I think
to see,
they
but
may
I
go
like that
based
they
off.
added it.
I think they may go based off of like how frequent it is.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
and I think it costs you a timeout is the first big
Okay.
difference, right? And so instead of it being a penalty initially, now if it happens and you're out of timeouts, I think there's a penalty that comes into play. So, yeah, I mean, that's important when you look at the way that these offenses are trying to game plan and everybody wants to go fast. Lane Kiffin is probably the most famous guy we associate with those mid-drive injuries, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that you have to level the playing field in that regard, and substitutions become a big part of that as well, like I talked about earlier. And so you get in a drive where one of these offenses is coming and the defenses can't substitute, that could be a really, really big problem for the defenses. The weather's pretty nice tonight, but it's still a little bit muggy. That could come into
That's
impact
that
for
North
sure.
Carolina humidity.
Absolutely. Well, and I think both these teams are ready for humidity,
Yeah.
but still, it's
Yeah.
first game of the season.
Could
So
we
another-
ask for a better night for
Oh
football
God,
game?
so gorgeous.
So I know. So another question. But shout out to YouTube right now. 102 tuned
Popping
in on YouTube
off.
right now.
Thank you,
Awesome.
guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Hey,
But
subscribe while you're here.
overall, 594 tuned in right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Awesome,
Man,
right?
thank y'all for that's scary. I feel like I'm going to be held accountable now for anything I say, so I got to be careful, right?
So Michael Ertz, Michael Wagner, I apologize. I believe is a TCU fan. If I got that wrong, I apologize to you, Michael. But
You're welcome,
um,
Michael. You can be one of us.
what's the Frogs' first play tonight? An interception. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
That's a great.
Let's go.
So I'm going to give a shout out to a guy that's going to have to be a difference maker for TCU this fall, and that's Kavorian Barnes, UTSA transfer that looked like he was going to be a supercharger
Running
freshman,
back, right?
running back. Had some injury issues. We talked about, could Hooper throw it around tonight? Only if Kavorian Barnes and those running backs get things going early. So I think the first play is Kavorian Barnes either right up the middle or off tackle, going for at least 4 yards. And if you tell
4
me
yards backwards, right? I had to.
Look, you're going to take a second.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think if TCU can run
didn't
on
hear
first
anything.
down, I heard nothing, right? TCU can run the ball on first down. My confidence level goes a lot higher than if they can't.
Same
right?
for us.
Yeah.
Same story for us.
Yeah.
So James also mentioned, he said, so maybe you can shed a little bit into this. Josh has been great against zone, but less against man.
And that's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
No. I wasn't saying.
I was gonna say that to me is the question. You look at Savion Williams, one of the most physically intimidating wide receivers in the country a year ago. Jack Besh, who this is a kid that's going to be a starter for the Raiders, and even though it's the Raiders, that still means he's a good player in the NFL.
Hey, he has a good story, doesn't
He
he?
has an
We didn't
incredible
talk
story.
about his brother was one that lost his life in New
Yeah,
Orleans,
and the
right?
New Orleans and the terrorist attack that happened there. Jack is an amazing human being. Whether you're a TCU fan or not, tune in, be paying attention to Jack
Amazing
Besh,
story.
and also just a kid that I just loved covering. Before every game, he'd come up and give you a big pregame hug. Just the greatest human being in the world. Go Jack, kick some ass this season. I'm happy for you, but I'm proud of you.
We're rooting for you too, Jack.
Yeah, everybody should be rooting for Jack. But yeah, so Eric McAllister is a really physical wide receiver. He's got the size, but he's not a burner. So he's going to have to win those one-on-one matchups at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Dwyer is a kid that came over from Idaho that put up ridiculous numbers.
1,200 yards
yeah.
receiving, 12 touchdowns,
Yeah,
I think it was.
something like that. Yeah. So, but he's got to prove it at the Power 4 level. And so, can those guys win those physical one-on-one battles at the line? Can they deal with press coverage? If they can, TCU's going to have success. They're going to find ways. The tight end position could be huge tonight if they go to a lot of man-to-man defense. You've got DJ Rogers. We've got three. One of them, who has the best name in college football, Pimpton.
Pimpton.
I like that.
How do you not? But he's been hurt.
Pimpton ain't easy.
Yeah, Pimpton ain't easy.
Somebody got to
And,
do it.
and I don't know if he's gonna play. He missed a lot of fall camp. Obviously there was no injury report released before tonight. But DJ Rogers is a kid that's been around the program for a really, really long time. He's got a chance to establish himself. And then Lafayette Callaway is another kid that's bid his time over the last couple of years who had a really good fall camp. So those guys are going to have to be reliable third short targets for Josh if they want to be successful. And that's going to come down to how physical can you be with the defense.
Okay, Melissa. So check this out. We got a big one for you. Ready?
Uh-oh, I'm ready.
Insight on YouTube says, go UNC, but I like this TCU analyst.
Thank you. It's
She's a real deal.
because you
Shout out
don't know
Melissa.
me.
She's the real deal.
You can like me in small spurts from a
Hey, I
distance.
mean, we were
right?
online the other night till 11 for like 2 hours, weren't we?
Yeah, we you all were up a little bit later than me, but I was on that Central Time. Yeah, look, this is fun. This is like this opening weekend, something that we haven't seen since 1945 when in regards to multiple top 10 matchups. Having a big game like this on the schedule at a standalone spot.
Everybody's watching tonight.
Everybody's watching
Herb
tonight.
Street's
the
on the call.
only game on tonight.
Yeah, this
If I'm
is
not
it.
mistaken.
Peter in the booth with Herb Street
I
in
love
Chapel
Pete.
Hill.
I love
It's huge.
Pete.
Michael
Shout out Pete.
Jordan, Mia Hamm are going to be on the sidelines. Like
Lawrence
this
Taylor.
is it. Look, it's going to be a battle of the LTs. Lawrence Taylor, LaDainian Tomlinson.
I love LaDainian Tomlinson.
Is LT here?
I don't know. LT is currently
TCU
coaching.
alum, though.
He's currently coaching at the high school I work at, so he might be busy in game prep.
Hey, you should have brought him with you.
I
Snuck
listen.
him on the plane.
How is that? So that's kind of like full circle moment for you. Like you're big TCU, big TCU. person.
LT and I were at school together, aging myself. The first time I officially met him when he was coming with his kid to tour my school, I asked him how he didn't remember me. We had class together and he laughed. I was like, why are you laughing? Like, I remember you. It's fine. He's great. Great dude. Great
Head
family.
coach.
Great. And he's coaching. He's the run game coordinator at the Oak Ridge School in Arlington, Texas.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Felix Jones also coaching at Arlington,
That
in
was
Arlington. Oak Ridge School. Yeah.
Dallas guy, wasn't it?
Old
Yep.
Dallas. Yeah.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Well, thank you, Melissa. You guys got anything else you want to ask for the matchup tonight? Prediction? What you say? You had TCU.
So I don't remember it because that was multiple days ago.
TCU by Millie.
I think I'm feeling like I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna say 23-21 TCU. I think
Another
it's a
low
little.
scoring
that was a-
game.
Then it was a lot closer
would
than what
break
you
my
had.
heart.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be low scoring. I think that we could go into halftime like 6-3 would not surprise me whatsoever. I think we're going to be in a real battle through all 4 quarters. I think it's going to be a hell of a football game. I think it's going to be entertaining as heck, and we're going to put on a good show for all the college football fans out there.
I'll tell you this: TCU is arguably the least talked about team that comes into the season that won 9 games prior last season.
And for those of y'all watching that don't know about TCU, which seems to be about everybody, nobody's really talking about TCU. Josh Hoover is a dog.
He's a real deal.
He's got to be the most underrated quarterback in the country this year when you talk about returners. And there's been obviously for good reason a lot of shine on a lot of these other guys.
I think he's a dark horse Heisman candidate if he can cut back on the turnovers.
Yeah.
If they win 10 games.
If they win 10 games, like I've been saying on our podcast that if Josh has to throw for 4,000 yards, TCU's not going to reach its goal of winning a Big 12 championship. But if he has to throw for about 3,600, 3,700 and the run game steps up and he has, 30 touchdowns.
Taking
and
playoff
4 or
team?
5, I think the Big 12 deserves 2 playoff teams this year. And the question of whether or not that actually happens, we'll see. But I think that if TCU wins 10 games and plays for Big 12 championship, they should be a playoff team, especially with a quarterback like Josh Hoover. I'm going to say it right now. I believe TCU has a chance to play in Arlington and make the playoffs. Absolutely.
Well, I'll go on record in saying that obviously this is a new era of Carolina football, and I think that UNC has the chance to make the
schedule
college
lays
football
out nice
playoff.
for y'all.
When you look at the schedule, I've mentioned to you guys today that we don't want to get too far into ourselves. You got to go 1-0. It don't matter if you don't win the opener.
Yeah.
So
well, it does because they're not an ACC game. We're both okay with that.
That's very true. It starts tonight, 8:00 inside Kenan Stadium. Carolina versus TCU. I'm pumped, fellas.
Hey,
I'm pumped.
Y'all up for a little bet?
Let's do it.
You got to talk to Trevor. That's the betting man.
Loser buys the first round of Guinness in Ireland next year.
Hey, we've already talked about.
Now
I don't know because that bet comes with flights internationally.
Y'all got to find your way to I'm finding my way to Ireland.
I've always wanted to go.
We got to do it.
Well, trucks driving around right now that says get your tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bought these guys so we could have a Guinness bet in Ireland. Oh, is it decision maker? We bringing the decision maker on camera here? She's not up for this. She's
Ladies
mad
and
at
gentlemen,
you.
this is the decision maker. If I
Yeah.
can make this better now.
We're talking Ireland. You got to make this happen.
We're talking Ireland and the Tar Heels,
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
This is my wife that lets me stay up till 11 o'clock at night to do the Tar Pit podcast.
hanging out
Trevor's
with us.
wife is right there. They're wanting me to make a bet. What's the bet, Melissa?
Wait, the loser of this game has to buy the first round to get his clients in Ireland next year.
But that means I have that means I'm going.
And you all are
my
going
wife's
together.
sitting
You're
there
going to
asking me,
Ireland.
we're gonna go to Ireland.
I mean,
My wife wants to go more than me.
Carrie's shaking her head a little bit. What you spent on this table?
Listen, here's what's going to happen. They're going to have so much success with the podcast this season. They're going to get so many sponsors. One of these sponsors is going to step up and pay to send these guys to Ireland.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's how it should be.
We got 611 tuned in right now.
That's an
Live.
easy.
Okay, so
Live.
you're approving that I can do this?
I thought the podcast was a sponsor.
Yeah, this is going to happen. We're going to make this happen
Okay,
for these guys.
okay.
All right. We're going to make this happen for these guys.
Thank you, Melissa.
Y'all are
Did
the
you check-
best.
Did you check with yours? I know
She
you.
wants to go. She was telling me and playing. I'm playing softball. You guys know I play church league softball. I'm
church
pretty good.
softball.
But
I'm pretty
she's,
good.
she's
Did you
she's
just
in
throw
the
in?
crowd.
I'm pretty
I'm
good.
pretty good.
She's in the crowd.
He plays catcher.
college football.
He plays catcher.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah.
he's right field.
She's looking up flight. I'm like,
I'm
what are you
lucked
doing?
out. It's fine.
Because I've got a buddy that plays with me, former UNC baseball player, Randy McNeil. Shout out to him. But they're planning a flight. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, we're looking up flights.
Yeah.
We're trying to get ahead of
We're making this happen,
Ireland. So
y'all.
she was looking at flights before me. So I
When
think I'll be there.
are we ever going to watch college football in Ireland? Once in a lifetime
You
opportunity.
can't miss this.
Yeah, it's special.
Tar Pit podcast live from Ireland.
Tar Pit Frogs Insider Co-op.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Live
I
from
love it.
Ireland.
Let's
We'll
love
find the coolest little pub.
We'll get McGregor on with us.
Look, all you have to have,
Maybe somebody else.
We'll chat you later.
all you have to have is this little
Yeah,
bad boy
Got
right
you
here.
got the Roadcaster too. We're good. That's all we need. We're gonna make this happen.
Oh, you know
This will
about
be
the
a blast.
Roadcaster?
Oh, I'm a multimedia
that's
teacher.
right, that's right.
Yeah, I got
Looks
this.
like some
If you need to-
fans saw Chase Rice.
If you,
That's awesome.
if you need to know anything about the Road Procaster 2, you just put it in ChatGPT.
Road,
It tells me how to do it.
Road needs to sponsor us.
I know.
Road, where you at?
Road, where are you at?
Where you at?
In Cannon, Sure,
In Cannon, yeah.
Legato,
Yeah.
Legato,
This is easy.
Roback.
Easy.
Roback.
Tomato.
Roback, yeah.
Ultra.
Yeah. Whatever tequila. I don't know. Hey, this is how college football is supposed to be. Big time matchups, big time stage, big time opportunities. I'm gonna wish
Grassroots.
y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna wish y'all the best luck at about 12:01, and until then,
Hey,
go
we got
Frogs.
the old well about to start in 25 minutes. The boys are about to walk into the stadium.
Cool.
It's getting real. Football's
real.
coming.
So excited. We've been waiting. We've been waiting a long time for tonight.
We sure
A
have.
long time for tonight.
Guys, I don't have anything else. Melissa, we appreciate you jumping
Hey,
on
thank
with
y'all
us.
for having me on.
Hey.
This has been
Hey,
awesome.
look at all these TCU fans.
I know, I'm getting all kinds of people giving me faces here from the side. Go Frogs forever.
Melissa,
Go Frogs.
if we don't see you tonight after the game, we'll see you in Ireland.
All right, we'll see y'all in Ireland.
Appreciate you.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Hey, look at her on the field.
So stay with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Guys, we got one more guest. We're gonna go a little over tonight, Troy. We had some tech problems at the start, so we got started a little late. So y'all gonna be with us a little longer. So we got my man Steve. What's up? What's up, buddy? Appreciate you.
Appreciate you stopping by, big man.
That's
Yes,
you.
sir. Yeah,
Get on
that's
the
you.
mic
That's,
so they
that's
can
your
hear you.
headset, your mic, brother. Hop on. Yes, sir.
This is an incredible setup, fellas.
Thank
Hey,
you,
we
buddy.
appreciate it, brother, man.
Professional.
Hey,
This is legitimate.
we've said it a lot, but Chris was a big addition to the
Oh, yeah.
Tar Pit. So
Oh, yeah.
He brought a lot.
This
to
is
so-
next level
And
stuff.
then how about Troy? Are we running through Starlink right now?
No, we're
Oh well, we
we're
got it.
we're hooked up Ethernet, but we do have it. Shout out Elon.
Shout out Elon.
Until
Hey.
he decides not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, look, Starlink is crazy. I was out in the middle of Colorado about 3 years ago, in the middle of a desert. We were out camping. Nobody had service. Somebody pulls out some sat phone that has Starlink,
Yeah, man.
which is great because we had a flat tire
Work,
on the
didn't
RV.
it?
And you can't just get a tow truck for an RV. You got to call somebody else. Anyway, we ain't here to talk about that. We're here to talk about TCU Carolina.
Yeah.
Man, have y'all ever seen anything like this?
I'm telling you, dude. This
you
is
ever
this
seen-
intentionally, and I just look outside of the crowd, man. It's like this place is booming, dude. We're out here on the front porch at the Carolina Inn. And it is crazy.
What's did you come from Franklin Street?
Yeah, I came
what's
over
up,
from Franklin.
man?
Oh, man, Kev.
Kev.
This is Tar Heel Analyst
What's
on
Franklin?
Twitter.
What was Franklin
Coach
looking
Steve
like?
on Twitter.
Franklin. So Franklin, I was expecting a little bit more, but it's still early.
They're down here.
I'm willing to bet y'all going to get a text from me in that group chat here in about 30, 45 minutes when I head back over there to my tailgate. It's going to be packed already. The frats are already out there. Sorority's already out there. They already got the live music going.
We got the decals over across the street, man. They've been jumping since I got here.
I got to talk to somebody about that live Lizzo cover. I don't know what that was. I mean, I ain't got nothing against Lizzo.
That was rough.
Hey, tell our listeners, you guys did a little something last night before our show. So that was the first episode,
Yeah,
right?
it was the first episode of the 100 Yards of UNC radio show. We're not doing no podcast. We're not doing fancy like y'all. We wanted to bring something to the Carolina fan base that we don't have. And that is a UNC specific old school style radio show, kind of like a David Glenn show, one of those old call-in shows you can get. You just bring on somebody in and say, hey, let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. We had the admin for the Sidelines TCU Twitter account last night. Shout out to Brian. I'm so sorry I came over there to your podcast. I promise you I will plug it later. I owe you one. That's my bad, brother. How did y'all think we did? I mean, I thought
I liked it, man. It was awesome, dude. It was a good. I was in there for a little bit, and then I
saw you guys in there.
I had to get my.
Well, y'all had
to get ready for your show too.
Had to get my chores done at the house to satisfy the wife.
Hey, that honeydew list is brutal.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to go home tomorrow and see a yard full of knee-high grass. So I cut my grass, cleaned my boat a little bit. But yeah, man, I thought it was really, really cool, man. And honestly, we're throwing it back to where season 3 kind of started with bringing Chris in, and you guys, we had that Twitter space, and then after that, man,
it's just popping off.
It's been popping off. He was here today. He was our
you have Ruff on here.
Trayshawn Ruffin. Shout out to Trayshawn Ruffin, man.
Man, Big Ruff is an absolute, just incredible one-of-one human being, and I hope he's that. He seems like he's that way on the football field. I'm excited for him to get on campus, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, let's talk the matchup tonight. We'll get you in here, Kev. What do you hope to see? What are you expecting to see? What do you hope?
I hope to see some defense. I want to see something on the defensive side of the ball. We struggled with defense for the last decade, and I feel like that's the main focal point of Bill Belichick when he comes in here. So the defense is going to be right. I think the offense will do enough. I think we got some pieces. But overall, I hope, the secondary plays well. Hooper's a gunner. He can sling that thing.
I fully anticipate him to throw for 40 plus times.
100%.
Hey, I think if he throws that much, it's good for us.
Yeah,
because the run game's not working. And they're playing from behind.
Yeah,
that is exactly what I'm counting on. This is why I'm going to go against the grain here. And I said it last night. I think this could very easily and very quickly turn into a run-first affair. We know for a fact Belichick's going to run the run. He's going to want to run the dang ball right up the middle. He does not care. He wants to grind your defense down. He doesn't care if you go, like if you get maybe 30, 40 yards on a drive, he's going to run it 8 or 9 times on 10 plays. He wants to wear you out. And as for the secondary, I'm with Kevin on this one. I want to see dudes move into the ball. I want to see pursuit. I want to see good. I want to see good angles.
Yeah.
I want to see good pursuit angles. I want to see speed. I want to see good tackling. I want to see solid fundamentals.
I'm gonna knock on wood here, but I've said this on our show. I don't remember the last time the Belichick's had a bad defense. I trust them guys. I trust
his issue's always been the
saw
offense.
good defense in Keenan
Look,
alone.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh man, I tell you, it's been a lot of heartache watching everybody get burned in secondary.
We're due some good.
I'm ready to hurt again, boys.
We're due some late 90s, 2000 defense.
OG Rule Boys.
Just
shout out to when Joe was on that team.
Yep.
We had Joe
Yacht.
Last name.
Yep.
Yacht talk.
Joe Yacht.
What does Bill Belichick do in the pro game in everyone that he plays? What does he do? He takes away your best player, your best option,
your best attribute.
Right? So that's what he's going to do at North Carolina. He's going to take away Hoover's ability to make that pass.
Make you do
slow down McMillan on the outside.
Yes.
I'm excited for that, boys. We saw what Belichick did in the NFL against other NFL coaches. What's he gonna do against college coaches? He could run. There's some of these. We got a good one tonight with Sonny Dykes. He's obviously made it to a national championship, but Belichick he finds a way to just his ability gives you a couple points. He'll find something that's to steal a couple points.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm I mentioned to you guys and piggybacking off the defense is, and Trevor, you mentioned this, and Steve, you did too, about rallying to the football. I'm gonna be specifically watching how many Tar Heel blue helmets we've got. Whoever has got the football for TCU, doing whatever that they do on offense. I'm looking for guys that are going to come in and bring that toughness, man, and consistency. We talked with Joe about that, and he was talking more on the offensive line side of it, about being consistent and all that good stuff. But I think it starts as a defense as a whole, man. You got to be consistent, good pursuit angles, like you said. How many times did we see last year of guys just getting beat just off bad angles?
Getting burned off the corner.
Yeah.
And how many
look at
times
that
did we
Duke
see
game.
him wearing down at the end of the game? Hopefully we don't see that tonight.
See, and that's the other thing. And I hate to bring it up. I know we all hated it. That dang NC State game, that collapse in the last 5 minutes from the defense was just.
We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. We saw that happen so many times.
All year long.
I'm anxious to see how many third downs where we can get off the field. I know it seemed like a lot of times last year, you didn't really have the faith that the defense could really get off the field on like a 3rd and 6 or a 3rd and 5 or whatever it may be. I'm looking forward to seeing that, how this defense plays. I think that's the biggest thing about, there's a lot of unknowns in Carolina football right now. Obviously with Gio at quarterback, Bill's first team, Freddie's first offensive coordinator season. I think the biggest question mark for me is just what kind of product we're going to see, not only overall, but specifically on the defensive side of football.
Those first downs tonight are going to be huge on both sides.
Yep.
How does TCU do on first down? How do we do on first down?
There hadn't been a whole lot of talk about Freddie Kitchens either.
No,
that's true.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's been all Belichick.
When you got Bill at head coach, man, it's Freddie Kitchens and Stephen Belichick. I'm anxious to see just what kind of offense and defense those two run.
And we brought it up on our prior episode. Freddie got the head coaching job in Cleveland, right? Obviously, we know that didn't go how it wanted, but that year before, he was the OC with Baker Mayfield, who finished second in Rookie of the Year voting. Baker lit it up with Freddie.
Took him to the playoffs, I think.
Gio,
they beat Pittsburgh that year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Was that the year they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh?
Similar
in that first
to
round game, they got blown up the next week, but we didn't get to talk about that.
Yeah, but Baker and Gio are similar to me. Gio's a little more mobile, I think, but they're both the same stature.
They're gunslingers.
And
They're
Baker
gunslingers,
did a really good job under Freddie at OC. So I think he's not getting talked about a lot. He's another guy with NFL. He's been in the NFL for 13 years of coaching in the NFL level. So
how has Coach Brown got him as a tight end coach, and now he's the offensive coordinator? Can you answer me?
He was
at South Carolina just doing like an analyst role.
Yeah, he was an
brought
offensive
him
analyst
up.
there, I think.
Yeah, he got a little bit of a pay raise, came down the road, and he was a guy, man, that
he chose the correct Carolina.
They were saying he was somebody that could have been considered the head coach. Like when it was a name, his name was thrown out there as one of the names. So I'm glad we retained him.
Fellas, we've had guests on here, from 3 to up until this point. Give us a prediction, some bold takes tonight. What are you guys, thinking that how the game's going to go?
I'm going to stick with my take from last night. I think this is going to be a run-first, low-scoring affair. I think both defenses are going to show up. I think Bill's going to take away Josh Hoover's ability to throw the ball deep downfield. I think we're going to see a lot of misdirection on defense with the Tar Heels. I think we're going to see that's the other thing is TCU's got a lot of speed too. They got a lot of speed in that secondary. And Gio, and Kevin will tell you, he saw a lot of Gio Lopez last year. He is a safe guy. He's a gunslinger, but he's a safe thrower. He's not a Brett Favre kind of gunslinger. He's not going to throw it out there, make a lot of mistakes, and he's not afraid to pull the ball down and take a run. I'm going to stick with 19-10 Tar Heels.
I like that. We hold
with
that
safety.
10 points, boys.
With a safety.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that bold take last night. I mentioned that on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
That 19-10
Hey, you
with
put
the
money
safety,
on them
that was
to have a safety, you win a lot tonight.
You would.
Hey, don't jinx me now. I may or may not have.
Trevor's already locked it in. Trevor's already locked it in.
Money if they have a safety.
Let me get them fourth quarter player props, boys.
Cam, what you got,
call the
bro?
number.
I'm going to go same prediction as last night, 27-20 with a defensive touchdown.
Nice.
I can see that too.
Defense making a difference.
All right,
First game of the
so
year.
who's making the defensive touchdown?
Somebody in the secondary.
I'm going to go Thaddeus Dixon.
You going Thad? I think it's a safe bet.
Oh, man.
If Thaddeus Dixon gets it, man, I'm ready for that celebration.
Is
He's
it
gonna
a
pop
peanut
off.
punch, Is it an interception?
Hey, we saw some of the videos. That peanut punch was seen in a few of the videos that the
I've
guys
seen that.
posted. So
That's a good point. What's some of the favorite stuff y'all have seen coming out of the program so far? I think mine so far is it was one of the earlier videos from I think the spring program where Bill was seeing a lot of holding going on.
He's
Yeah,
putting
put the
mitts on
pads
these-
on.
yeah,
Put
he's
the
putting
pads on
mitts
these
on.
guys.
Love
They're
that.
holding
I
on
we gotta
love
get
that.
some gloves on
I
these guys.
love that.
I love it.
Oh
Man.
man, that's great.
Mine's a series. I'm gonna steal it before you say it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm with Trevor, man. That come up series that UNC football has been putting out, leading up to the season, there was a lot of talk about, players not having numbers going into, fall camp and whatnot. You couldn't really tell who was who.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you guys, if you haven't yet, go back on YouTube and search up Go Heels, and it'll take you directly to their page on YouTube, and you can watch both episodes of the come up, and it gives you a deep dive into just who these players are.
That's incredible.
It gives just to see the team coming together in such a short amount of time with a new head coach and just knew everything that this program and the university has done. It's cool to see, man. I think we're in for something very, very special.
What about you, Kev?
The entire program from top to bottom has been a complete change, right? The media part of the program, the digital part of the program has just been fantastic.
We've never had this.
We've
Never
got a
had this.
commitment to football we've never seen
Yeah,
before.
we got a commitment
And the
to football,
money.
and we didn't pay him $10 million a year to win 8 games.
Yeah,
I like that. That's
That's
true.
right.
I mean, it's true.
It's big boy football,
It's
man.
big boy
It's
football.
that's one thing that I can honestly say I'm excited for is to see Carolina transition from that team that has been, a sleeper or a dark horse, I guess you could say, to really taking that next step and establishing itself as a team that's here and a program that's here to stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think what better coach to have it, to have leading the helm than Bill Belichick.
We're about to
Boys,
find out, ain't we?
That's what I said.
We're about to find out.
Sideline.
All the
Eight o'clock, we'll
talking
get
is
into
about to
Carolina.
stop.
Yes, sir.
All the talking is
That's
about
what
to
I was saying on air here while we were live, man. They can say what they want, they can tweet what they want, they can clickbait all they want to, but here at 8 o'clock, from 8 o'clock to the end of the season, the only thing we're going to talk about is what UNC is doing on the football field.
That's right.
So I got one question for you guys, and I'm curious to see what other Carolina fans think about this. For y'all, this season, what does our record have to be for this to be working?
What he said. I mean, I want to see disciplined football, but I want to see more than 8 wins with our
Trevor
schedule.
had us
I'll
at
be
10-2.
I'll take 9 wins. I'll be happy at 9 wins.
I'd be very happy
Right
with
in there.
9.
Right in there.
If it's
yeah.
the right,
I'm happy with 9.
If it's the right 9,
if it's the right 9.
Win
I'm tired of
those
those boys in
rivalry
Raleigh. I'll
games.
tell you
Yeah.
what.
Win those rivalry games.
Tired of
Gotta
those
beat
boys
State.
in Raleigh.
Got to beat State.
Hey, if guys, we're running a little extra. We had some special guests.
Hey, no, I
So
appreciate y'all for making
everybody
time for us.
that's listening out, please like, comment, subscribe. Before we're gonna wrap up here pretty soon. I haven't ate all day. I got to get some food in me before we go to the stadium. But if you're watching, please comment, like, subscribe, whatever social media platform you're watching on. We appreciate all y'all support.
Yep.
And follow these guys. Tell them one more time where they can find you guys.
100 Yards of UNC radio show coming to you live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on Twitter Spaces. You can follow me at its_coach_Steve. You can follow Kevin at, I believe it's at Tar Heel Analyst.
That's Tar Heel Analyst, yep.
We'll be coming to you live every Tuesday night, covering the game from the weekend before. And we'll give you a little bit of a preview for the game coming up that weekend.
And don't forget to jump in the 94 feet Discord.
Absolutely. Join the
94 feet of
discussion.
UNC.
94 feet of UNC Discord. Shout out to our boy Linzel.
Yeah, shout out to Zell. That's my guy.
Oh, well, we thank y'all for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a huge honor. I appreciate y'all. This has been incredible. I wish y'all all the best.
We
luck this
appreciate
season.
you guys.
This is
Thank you,
amazing.
Appreciate you, buddy.
We appreciate you guys coming and spending some
Oh, we're
time.
gonna get a
with us,
pic.
brother.
Oh, we got a picture. Let's go.
Hey, let Carrie take it. You get in here too.
Come on, Chris.
Come on, man.
It's okay. I'll call him back. So that's a coach.
Good.
Man.
Hey, thank you,
guys.
fellas.
Appreciate you.
Hey,
brother.
last
Let's go
word,
watch
boys.
a football game, boys.
Go Heels.
Yes, sir.
Go Heels.
As always.
Hey, as always,
Go Heels.
go Heels.
Appreciate you, brother.
We're gonna get Chris back in here and we're gonna
Yes,
wrap the show up.
Kev, I appreciate you, boss man.
Thanks, guys. I
Yes, sir,
appreciate
brother.
having you.
Absolutely. Yeah, don't do that.
Thank you guys. Hey, we'll see y'all later.
Yeah, see you guys at the stadium.
Get you back in here, Chris.
Yeah, well, let's go through a few comments and then we'll close it out. Is that all right?
Good, brother, man.
So we got someone asking a parlay. It's for a TCU player, so I'm not too sure if we'll be too great at that. But He has, I have Joseph Manjack over 38.5 receiving yards in my parlay. Will this hit? What's your thoughts?
I think I've looked at Manjack a little bit. Obviously with Melissa, she mentioned that there has to be a number 2 guy that steps up outside of McAllister. I think is his last name. I always get McAllister and McMillan mixed up, but there's got to be a number 2 guy that steps up on this TCU receiving core, and I think Manjack can be one of those guys. He had some production at TCU last year. I mean, I'll be honest with you, brother. What do you have him at, Chris? What, 38?
38 and a half.
38 and a half. I think you'd be safe with that.
Yeah.
So I took a bet. I took the under on McAllister receiving yards. It was like 70 some. I took the under. I'm gonna take a shot.
I would definitely take the under too.
I'm gonna take the under.
But getting just for a few more, Kelvin S. We filming the traditional walk. I think he's talking about the bell tower walk.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we went a little over. We're missing it. It's happening right now.
Well, we would have missed it anyway. We're packing up. Y'all can come through. Don't worry about it. Hey, welcome to Chapel Hill. I hope y'all have a good time. Come on through. Yeah.
Hey, go Heels, baby.
Some TCU fans walking behind us. But Philip said, thanks for the content, fellas. Big K says this was out.
Thank you for watching, Philip.
Yeah, thank you, Philip. Big
That's
K.
my guy, Philip Whitfield. I appreciate you, Philip.
Big K, big listener of the Tar Pit podcast. This was absolutely an awesome segment. Loved watching this before the game. W Tar Pit with 4 emojis. Navin said, thanks for.
Hey, throw some W's in the chat.
Yeah, throw some W's in the chat. Hey, let us know where you're listening from. Navin that had the parlay question. He said, thanks, guys. Appreciate the feedback.
Yes, sir. Hey, I got Jordan Ship touchdown, and then I got Caleb Hood touchdown. If you're looking for a UNC player to score,
JS76 with a Duke football comment. Yeah.
Hey, we're reaching everybody, boys.
Hey, we're reaching everybody, even the haters. Miami, Hurry, Dole fan 1213. He said hello from Miami. Go Hills.
Appreciate you, buddy. Hey, y'all look good last night.
Silver Fox, hello from Fleming Island.
That's my Uncle Steve.
Florida.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Uncle Steve. I appreciate you. Hey, if you're ever down in Fleming Island, Florida, stop by the Ace Hardware down there. Bite me hot dogs. Go get you a good hot dog, Philly cheesesteak, whatever they got, whatever Silver Fox Steve's got on the grill.
So people have started dropping the W's in the comments.
Appreciate
Let's go, baby.
And then this is the last comment we'll be able to get to before we close it out. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we got to give a shout out to this one, Devin 21.
Yeah, shout out
loyal supporter. We got to send her something.
We do.
I forgot about that. We owe her something for guessing the episode.
How many? Yeah, Devin, send us your address if you feel comfortable with that. We'll shoot you something in the mail. She says, I've low-key been thinking about going to Ireland for the game next year. Gonna have to talk to my husband into it.
Looks like we'll be there.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
If you shake on something, I mean,
hey, I kind of bit the bullet on that.
One way or
you didn't shake?
No, I did shake. I was the first one to shake. It's before she ever got it out of her mouth.
Well, think about that Tar Pit podcast and with Frogs Insider live from Ireland. How big could that be?
Oh man, that would be epic. I don't know if y'all are catching that mic pick over or not.
Back here.
That's them. Oh, it is.
They're getting rowdy over there at the frat house.
That decal has been popping.
Hey, good show, boys.
Yeah.
Close us out, somebody.
Fellas, I will if y'all are cool with me closing this out.
Close us out. You're the founder, you're the big guy.
I will say, man, this has been a dream come true for not only myself, but just the vision that I've had for the Tar Pit podcast. Bringing Trevor on with me 2 seasons ago, bringing Chris in this year has been a blessing, man. To be able to connect with you guys, the Carolina faithful, has meant the world to myself. It's meant the world to our guys, and everything that we got going on here. We really, really, really appreciate the support. It means the world to us. Shout out to the Carolina Inn again with this setup. I mean, they provided the tent, any cord, any cord screwdriver plug-in that we need. Shout out to Carrie. She came through here and helped us out.
They provided free water for all the guests.
Gave us water.
Drinks, free drinks too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Came on.
Yep. Just the whole setup, man. The hospitality with these folks have been awesome. If you haven't already, you can find us on YouTube and Twitter. If you haven't seen our TCU Carolina or UNC or TCU scout report, please go. Be sure to
watch it real quick.
Yeah, be sure to check that out. We've got about two and a half hours before kickoff. It's not too late. Shout out to Melissa with Frogs Insider. And all
our guests, man. Joe
Yacht,
Steve. We had
Trey
Sean.
Yep. Shout out to Trey. So this is I just like I told you, man, if you would have told me 3 years ago that we'd be on the front porch here at the Carolina Inn doing a live show and chopping it up with recruits and other people. I think we got TCU rolling in here. That might be the guys.
There's the bus, guys. They're going to do the walk.
Oh yeah,
Right now we got the bus
right
coming
now.
by us right now. Hey, they on the way to go get a W, baby.
That's right.
That's where they're
Hey,
going.
Jamie Swinson, let's eat a W.
Boomer Boone says, awesome job, guys. Go
Boomer.
Seal. Navin asked
Look
where
at
we're
him going
from.
down
We are from
Franklin.
Chapel Hill.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're
Right here in Chapel Hill. We're half a mile from the stadium.
Guys, I'm gonna pass it to you. I gave my spiel. Y'all,
Go ahead,
y'all,
Trevor.
y'all give us a close.
I'm gonna say the boys, they're about to go down Franklin. They got W on their mind. The Belichick era officially begins tonight, boys. We've got everybody in America watching tonight. All eyes on us. All eyes on Chapel Hill. Let's go win a football game, boys.
Let's get it done.
Let's go do it.
4 quarters, smash mouth, big boy football starts tonight, baby. I didn't mean to hit the table.
And
like
we got something we always say at the end.
Chris. Oh, Chris.
Oh, you gotta
Talk to the
close
people,
call.
man.
Hey, look, just want to give a shout out to you guys. Appreciate all the love that you guys give to the Tar Pit podcast. Thank you to all of our wives
Yes.
for allowing us to do this. I mean, they don't allow, but they're cool with it, you know, allowing us to.
It's we run a very strict
Yeah.
schedule, man. It's a lot of man hours that have been
Yep.
put into this. Shout out to you guys too, man. There's a lot of things that both of y'all do behind the scenes that I want to take the time to say thank y'all for that, because y'all have brought life and a new energy and a new buzz to this podcast and this platform. And me as the founder of it, I can't thank y'all enough for what y'all do to get this thing.
Thank you.
To get this thing running.
Thank
man.
you, buddy.
I mean, it's been really cool to see, like, you know, people out in public saying, like, you know, Bryn Renner you ran into today. It said listens to the podcast.
That was pretty cool.
You know, and a few other.
We're gonna
you know,
get Bryn on here too.
He told
Yeah.
me. He
We've
told
been
me.
trying. We've been trying.
We're gonna get Bryn on here.
But yeah, we appreciate you
Look,
guys tuning in.
Look
to
at that
the Tar
bus.
Pit.
Hold on, real quick. Look, they got videos going around
Already
promoting
talking about
Ireland. Yeah.
Heck yeah. But look, guys, thank you for tuning into the Tar Pit podcast as we are shooting live from the historic Carolina Inn in downtown Chapel Hill, a half a mile. I would say a quarter mile off of Franklin and a half a mile with a gradual incline walk to the stadium.
10-minute walk.
10-minute walk.
Apple Maps.
Hopefully we're going to be back here. I think there's a massive possibility that that's going to happen for the next game. We're going to go ahead and talk to them and try to lock that in, but we appreciate you tuning in. Right now, there's 645 people tuned in to our live show for the Tar Pit podcast,
Thank you, guys.
UNC versus TCU. So thanks for tuning into the Tar Pit podcast live from the Carolina Inn. We love all you guys, and we appreciate all the support. And as always,
Go
Go
Heels.
Heels.
For generations, Carolina football has stood for pride, heart, and fight. But every legacy has a moment where it turns the page. Now one of the greatest minds in football history takes the helm. Discipline, grit, purpose. This is a new standard, a new identity, a new era. You want respect? Earn it. This is Carolina football.